Do you already have your dice there, God?
We're good, yes, and we're back. We're live actually. So welcome back, everybody. Having a little bit of trouble, so instead we have a different setup today. Yeah, a beautiful picture of a lizard instead. You know, figured we'd spice it up a bit.
He's more than just a lizard. That's true.
Down just a bit. So.
He's not just a lizard, he's our lizard.
Nosh lizard.
Not a fucking lizard, you assholes.
I beg the fuck to differ. You got scales, bitch.
And you got, you know, lizard things.
That doesn't mean... Oh, you know what? I give up. Forget it. Fine, I'm a lizard.
I saved your life. You're a goddamn lizard.
Alright, so... We'll see if you can save his life again, because last time we left off...
And curse down.
We have been, having a bit of trouble. You guys have been running around dealing with a lot of things, including angering a Lich. You decided to deal with this Lich, more things have come up, and eventually you said, well, we're being hunted, Shalashar has a mark on him, we need to deal with this, and off into the woods you guys went after hiring a band of 10 mercenaries to help you. With that, you found a place. You've set up a tower, you've spent a day fortifying this place, you've put up walls, sorry, not walls, barricades, wasn't it? Spike traps, all sorts of things.
Pike walls.
Pike walls? What else have you managed to fit in there?
And Cole apparently did some spike traps.
Yes.
Bear traps, spike walls, pitfalls, towers.
Walls, pike walls.
Remind me very quickly where you put these bear traps.
I told you we put them basically laced kind of anywhere in the fields to our left and right that weren't in our immediate path. So basically put them around
following the trail to the next barricade.
Yeah, like basically it's some minefield of random bear traps, except for the path that we're on.
Alright, so
there's gonna be a lot more of them than us, so hopefully.
Good to know. Now, I believe I also have some sort of way to show that if we need to, but as you guys have been here preparing for these gnolls that are coming in, you've had Grazkrix, the other gnoll, doing a little sleuthing around, but he hasn't really been around much. The biggest tell that you guys had that the gnolls were getting close is one, the giant storm cloud that is slowly blowing in and getting closer and closer and closer. Other animals in the forest have fled from this thing. The entire forest after like the first day pretty much emptied. You guys saw just a stampede of all of the wildlife completely pass you guys by. And with that, you just dug your heels in and you kept going. The thunder getting louder in the distance. Then you had the idea to check out a mine. You looked into that a little bit. Didn't get too deep as Shalashar found a gnoll sneaking around trying to plant some bombs. You've had some shenanigans throwing this bag up on the nearby hill, luckily. What went up did not come down, and you survived that. And then the rain arrived. You guys took your position with your mercenaries at the front, forming a shield wall with Shalashar near the middle. Kisk a little bit back, hanging out with one of the heavier guys with an axe, and Nassim and Cole on a little platform overlooking this. Is that correct?
Yep.
Alright. Yep. Giving you a chance, if there's any last minute things you guys wanted to move around with, but
the platform is positioned so we are 30 feet away from the space in front of the shield wall, so I can hit them with 60-foot range spells. Stuff has been arranged.
How far back is the tower? Just one more time so I have that.
That's at the second barricade.
No, both the tower and the platform are within 30 feet of the shield. Well, in front of 30 feet from the space in front of the shield wall, so 25 feet from the shield wall.
All right.
Because I want to be able to hit anything that's in front of them with my spells.
Well, isn't the point to have the tower further back so you could retreat to the second barricade?
Yes, but I'm saying both of them are within they're 25 feet back from where the shield wall is and where it will be.
Oh, like the second line's
Yeah.
shield wall. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the first one.
So you guys good with that then?
Yep. And I
I
believe
need to be that close so I can hit things with my spells.
Yeah, so I just brought up the map just for a second, just to make sure. So that is kind of what you guys have. So you do have 2 lines of defense and a place there to set that up. And that's where I believe you were putting the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There is
and-
no, that break that I had put on the thing is not there because we didn't end up doing anything with that.
Alright, cool.
and we ended up kind of having a weird standoff with the gnolls. Us
That's
banging our
exactly
shield.
where I'm going. So, with that, you guys take your positions, and the woods start to fill with the gnolls. You start to see them appearing through the trees. It was just a couple, and they get to the edge of the trees, and they stop. And then more show up, and they almost start to bulge forward as more and more of them are showing up, starting to push the ones in front further out of the woods. A very large one shifts through them. And at this point, Shalasha, you start banging on your shield. The warriors next to you as well, whacking their weapons against it. The thunder at this point is going quite heavily. The rain is pouring down on top of all of you. I need you guys to quickly go ahead and roll initiative for me. I'm going to keep track of this here. Have you guys rolled?
Yep.
Alright.
Ye-
25 to 30.
Yeah, 21.
I said 25 to 30, but we'll start there.
Oh,
Close.
We might have some higher rolling people. You guys never know.
I'm so used to you going like 20 to 25.
I know. Has to be extended, though. 20 to 25. That would be you. Miss him. Fantastic. Off to a good start. 15 to 20.
18.
What did you get, Shellshot?
15.
15. Alright. What did you get there, Cole?
4.
Starting strong, you know, you don't want all of your good rolls at the beginning, right?
How often do I get good rolls?
Every time you cheat.
Oh,
Besides that,
Yeah.
if I was really good at my job, I would have pre-rolled these guys and I would have it laid out already. But,
Are we not going to talk about
But
the
you're
fact
not
if I
gonna
have
get
to
job.
do
Technically, it's not even a job. You're not even getting paid.
This is just volunteer time, baby.
just let me fill these things out very, very quickly and then we'll be good. My bad.
I don't even know what year it is.
did I mail you like a nickel, and then you can say that you get paid for this?
Yes.
Yeah, technically that counts.
Please do, I'm desperate. And then the last ones we have, okay. So, you guys are outside. At this point, the gnolls start slamming their weapons as well. You guys are slamming your weapons. Everything is just starting to build. The one very large gnoll kind of steps out. You can see he is a hulking figure. Not quite as tall as your one. You would still put him around 7 foot, 7'5" maybe. It's hard to tell. His fur is bristling. He is wearing very heavy armor for a gnoll. Almost looks like a half plate. The water is dripping down his face, and he has a large flail with 3 tails on it. And in the other hand, it looks like he has something else. It's difficult. He's actually kind of like holding that hand behind him a little bit. And he calls out in Abyssal. Those of you that speak it, you can hear he's calling for the chosen, the marked. He's saying, "Where is my prey? Come forward. Be the first to die." The rest of you just hear yipping. as he just kind of marches along the lines. The other gnolls as well taking up this call. And then he just kind of turns and he's focused. We get to Sissel, who is going to really throw a bardic inspiration towards Nassim, who is up top. You just feel suddenly something inside of you as they start drumming along with the lightning. Olaf calls for everyone else to hold the lines, and we get to you, Nassim.
What is the inspiration?
For you, it is an extra 1d8.
1d8.
And
Awesome.
Kisk, you're up next. Then a couple of people, though. Then Shalashar, and then Kor.
That can be added to, like, anything?
Yeah, well, it's a bardic inspiration, so you can add it to most
More
things.
specifically, I wanted to know what he said to help.
Huh?
Is he round of applause?
Oh,
Jazz hands?
what are they saying? They're just playing their drums. That's
Not
it.
even fun.
Yeah, not even fun. They're
It's a boring old drummer boy.
drummer girl, actually.
Drummer Chad.
Drummer halfling. But anyways, Nassim, it's your turn.
In my hands, I'm rolling this potent smelling ball of sulfur. And as I'm doing this, the flames, my bald head starts to, like, slowly ignite in flames. And I'm just holding a fireball in my hand. But I haven't quite cast it yet, so all you can see is, like, the flames dancing across my head, but my hands are just... They look like they're just rubbing together nervously. But I'm waiting.
So there's bits of steam coming off you as the rain comes down. Alright, so you're holding the action to a fireball.
Yep. The minute, there's a move towards combat, I am throwing this.
You got it.
Oh, the second.
Couple of other people go. It looks like they're also just holding their thing. They're waiting to see like how this is going to kick off. This is like that awkward pause. Kisk, we get to your turn, followed by a couple of people, then Shalashar.
Kisk will hold his maul in the air with one hand and scream, "Come find out why they call me the Butcher!"
Hell.
And I'll cast my Echo on the other side of the shield wall, waiting for the first wave to hit, trying to buffer that first. I'll hold my action for an attack to the first one that gets within my range.
I like that. He also like appears in front, a shadow of you doing the exact same thing. Does the voice also come?
Yep.
Alright, fantastic. Everyone else, they kind of like pick up the beat and they're like they're yelling. Shalashar, we get to your turn. Cool, you're up next.
Considering we're at the front of the, we're basically in line with the bike wall, and you said the gnolls are just kind of across the way. How far are the gnolls from us?
Right now, they're probably about 80 feet. Some farther
And-
back, but like the leader is probably like within 70 feet. He's a couple of feet ahead as he's stepped forward to issue his challenge.
Okay, I'm gonna guiding bolt the leader.
My fireball goes off.
I'm
Your
still
fireball is going off as well.
I said a move towards combat. This is it. Fireball goes off.
You got it.
Does an 18 hit?
1 second. Just checking something. 18 on him. That will hit.
Okay. So that is 17 radiant damage, and next attack roll made against the target before the end of my next turn has advantage. As a bonus action, the fireball will go off first, right?
Yes. The other thing that's going to happen is a couple of archers are going to shoot as well that were also holding their action. But why don't we go ahead and you tell me where exactly you want to throw this fireball. You want to try to hit everyone in the back, or are you mostly focusing on this guy?
I'm going for
Roll a
where
perception
it is.
check for me. How about that?
I'm going for the biggest concentration of them.
Thus the
Perception, you say?
perception check.
14.
14. There's a couple of concentrations. There's a few other things you notice out in this crowd of gnolls. There are a few things that stand out. One is the large gnoll with the big flail. Besides that, there's another one that has a very large sort of totem, similar to Grazkrix as well. He's a little bit farther back, and you can see he also has a staff. And when you cast the fireball, you can see he's like immediately moving as if he meant to do something, but he's not quite there. He's frazzled as soon as he sees this fireball like light up in your hands. Yep. There's also a few hyenas out there and something else farther in the trees you can't quite make out, but it is towering.
Is it within 120 feet? 150 feet?
Maybe, but the biggest concentration would be either to hit the leader or to go beyond him. You know, there's the biggest swell there.
Yeah, just beyond the leader.
Just beyond the leader.
Like this flame is like licking at his back, and it says that it ignites flammable objects. As the others pass through, and then do any of them ignite?
Sadly, everything is drenched right now. Otherwise, you know, we'll see. You roll damage. You and what's your spell DC? And I'm gonna start rolling these.
My spell DC is Cancer. Because it's 16.
Okay. Jeez. I have yet to roll above a 5
it's
so
a
far.
dexterity saving throw, yeah.
Just wait, there's gonna be one basic gnoll that just survives everything because they roll like a god.
Alright, go ahead.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8d6. Oh. And I am going to use a charge of my glove. Because this is a fire spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
To upkick this.
Up to, yep, up to.
With my items. I'm going to do like the empowered spell on it. And what does that give me?
I believe it lets you reroll a damage die for each charge you use.
Okay.
So if you have anything low, you can reroll that. One charge per die.
I have A1, so I'm going to reroll that one. Ooh, that is quite nice. Okay. 12, 18, 20,
And Cole, you're up next, so be
30,
ready.
35.
Actually, I must check something very quickly.
35 damage
35 damage. Spell
in a 20-foot radius, so 40 feet by 40 feet.
20 for 40 by 40. You got it. All right. So, as your guiding bolt goes off, do you want to describe what that looks like for me, Shovelshire, or shall I freestyle this for you?
I imagine as the fireball kind of flows out, there's another segment of black light that kind of shifts and starts wrapping around the fireball. And as it goes towards the gnolls, it explodes and kind of splits off and heads for the big gnoll.
Okay, so as this thing kind of sails just over this guy's shoulder, kind of jumps down from there, and he's a little unexpecting as it hits him, and you see suddenly there's, in the light, in the rain, actually, it actually seems like he's glowing with like a black light. A darker, you know, he's almost like outlined in shadows as this spell like goes and he wraps around him. Behind him, however, is this inferno that just explodes through the trees. When these metal wrapped trees, you also see the thunder going off, and you hear the thunder going off mixing with it, and the lightning as well flashing. It's like just incredible flashbang, just this light show as like the fire, this red light is reflecting through the trees, almost like an echo that washes beyond the range of this spell. You hear the gnolls and their war cries, this chanting that they had breaks in a second, just goes into pandemonium. You hear gnolls screaming, you see some of them fall, some of them go flying you just hear this insane cackling. Shuttle Chef, you can make out these words. You can hear them yelling you out fire. You can see them saying, why wasn't he up there? You just hear a bunch of them saying to charge, as well as the leader at this point is saying something. And in this moment, the held actions also go off from them. You can see the bulbs, the ones that are surviving, are starting to get pushed further on. The screams are turning more into cackles as these things start dropping onto floors, and they start moving towards you guys at this point. The archers behind you, the two crossbowmen, they let loose. One of them goes wide. One of the crossbows does manage to stick, though. The other two fighters are going to hold their actions, but Inga, the dwarven cleric, is going to step forward, so then she's just behind the line, and she's going to cast Spirit Guardian, as you suddenly just see, like, a larger dwarf made of gold appear alongside the shield wall. And we get to your turn, Cole.
Not to let a guiding bolt go to waste, I'll
Just
chuck
one
a...
more thing, sorry.
What?
Did you have a held action, Kerr?
No,
Nope.
it's at the end of the initiative.
Yeah, I just still had a bonus action I wanted to do.
Got it, I thought you were done.
Go ahead.
No, I just want to cast Sanctuary on a ye old wizard.
Alright, Sanctuary... Do you have that?
Ward a creature with against I ward a creature, and the first time they would be targeted, they have to make a Wisdom save. On a failed save, they have to choose a new target or lose the attacker spell. And then if that creature,
Sanctuary on me?
Yeah, that works. Bonus action, it's in range. Fantastic. Want to describe how this looks, or just cast the spell and you're good?
some of this, like, the mud comes up from the ground and actually starts wrapping around the wizard, making this pseudo
long tendril from the ground.
black kind of necrotic looking armor.
Fantastic. Alright, then the dwarf does the thing, and now we get to Cole's turn if you're done, Shell Shot.
Yep.
Alright, fantastic. Nassim, you're up next, but not quite a few things are going to happen before you, but be ready with your turn. What'd you like to do, Cole? At this point, the
Okay,
gnolls are starting to charge. Closest ones are probably getting close to the 40-ish feet. Let's see, they were about 8, yeah, 60 to 50 feet, some of them.
Not to let a good guiding bolt go to waste, I'm gonna chuck a javelin at the big guy,
Fantastic.
which normally would be at disadvantage at this range, but now it's just a straight roll.
Ooh.
Oh, well, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, 13.
13, that will not hit. It comes towards him. He's the tallest one in, like, the sea of gnolls advancing, and you see as he just kind of bats it out of the air with his flail. It just kind of goes wide, and it pings off another gnoll, but it's, like, sideways in wood. You guys just hear a little tunk.
Okay, another one. Now at disadvantage, I'm guessing.
Yep. Does Guiding Bite last until hit, or just the next attack?
I don't
It
know.
lasts until the end of my next turn.
Mm,
The next attack roll made against the target, so it was
Yep.
already made.
Okay.
It missed.
yeah, so this is actually better. Should have been an 18, but 14 plus 5, 19?
19 will hit.
Okay, that is not going to be much damage, though. A whole 5 piercing damage.
A whole 5.
Oh, strong 5.
Strong 5. There you
Good
go.
script there.
You gotta keep the
Then
positivity.
Then I'm going to run down to right behind the shield wall.
Alright,
Try to get as many people within my aura as I can.
so
What is your aura, sorry?
he has a protection of his paladin. He gives advantage
Oh, okay.
on saves.
Oh, fuck you.
Sorry, not advantage. He gives a plus.
Plus 4.
Yeah, +4 to all
No
saves.
shit,
Yeah,
Jesus.
paladin's strong. You want them
Oh
in
yeah,
shield.
I got a lot of charisma.
Alright,
I
so,
call
Oh, me. Jesus Christ.
so you throw the foe's javelin, and even then, with like this thing going around him, you see as like it gets close, the light almost pulling the javelin towards it, and he bats it aside as if he's ready. He kind of like lets out a snarl, and he's not ready for the second one, as it just kind of like clips over his shoulder. Enough to damage him, but you see as it just kind of like goes past him. You would have seen this, but
I
you're
flip
already
him
on
off
the
as
move
I
as you.
run down.
You flip him the board as you run down. Where on the shield wall do you want to end up? You want to be near the front? You want to be near the back, closer to Kisk?
Back center.
Back center.
That
Alright.
should, yeah, that should get the most people in my aura.
So, we get to the big knoll. As this happens, you see as he yells out, the rest of you just hear it almost like a howl, but Shalashar, you hear it, and he says, in that case, you'll all die the same. And he just kind of drops down on all fours, and he just bolts. Kisk, you have a held action, I believe, with your shadow, or how
with
exactly
my
does that
echo.
attack? Is this thing is, he's going to close the 80 in one move. Like, he is coming directly up to the shield wall with zero fear.
Well then me and him he's gonna get that held action to attack.
Alright, make that. And then on top of that, I'm gonna need your shadow to make a saving throw.
Okay.
It's going to be either a strength or a dex. The idea is whether or not you want it to get out of the way or to try to stop this thing. As it
I'll
is
definitely
just
try to stop him.
coming at you.
Oh. It's a 25 hit.
A 25 will hit, yes. that will do it.
That'll be 14 damage. And do I get my second attack for my held action since that was my
I
thing?
believe it's just one.
Okay. Then I'll do the strength check. Hey, a nat 20
And
plus
nat
8.
20.
So 28.
28.
Dick City?
That will be enough to slow this thing down, but there's a little bit of damage coming through with this. We'll see if he manages to... It's not much, actually. It's going to be half because it was a saving throw. So it's going to be 6 points, half to 3.
Well, then my echo disappears.
Still?
Yeah, it only has 1 hit point.
Good to know. Alright, so this thing comes charging through. You see as like your shadow swings and like there's a resonance, you know, definitely like the hammer becomes solid as it connects with this thing, and then suddenly it just disappears as this thing keeps charging. We get to Olaf's held action, and he's going to use a command word, and he, at this point, you'll realize he has something special. As his shield starts glowing, as well as the shield next to him and the shield touching his start glowing with like this blue energy. This thing is going to slam into it. They're going to take damage, but it will be enough to stop this thing from charging completely through. And there will be a knoll directly on top of you guys. Shalasha, I also need you to make a strength check, as you also want it to be in the center.
Yep. Just strength, or is it strength saving throw?
It can be strength or dex unless you want to get out, but it is either a dex or a strength saving throw. It's up to you. If you're trying to put your back into this or not.
Can I argue athletics since I'm trying to endure?
It's a saving throw, so no.
Correct.
That would be a check.
23.
23. Alright, in that case, you will only be taking half of this. That is going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage, halved. You see as, like, even one of the guys with the shield, he kind of, like, falls backwards a little bit, and it's just the fact that his shield is locked with the others that, like, keeps him standing. But this thing is definitely within snuggling range with you guys. Up next, we have the Bard. They're going to throw out a Cure Wounds on one of them. They just kind of like step forward, and they're going to put their hand against someone, and then they're also going to use a Healing Word on Olaf. We get to Olaf, who is going to quickly make his attacks, and then Nassim, you're up next here.
Yes, I am.
So you see this thing connects with the things. His held action goes off. The shield starts glowing. A couple of people are blown back by this, and Olaf like chops into this thing's leg. It doesn't even seem to really be phased or care at this point. Nassim, it's your turn. Kisk, you're up next, so be ready.
Yep, you got it.
I reach into one of my components pouch, pull out a pinch of brimstone and powdered iron, and I yell out, "Let fear fade, let faith invade!" And I throw it forward, casting flaming sphere.
What level?
I'm just going to go with level 2 because I want to save my higher level spell slots for like another fireball.
As you say this,
like that.
you throw this thing out and it starts growing in size, and then you hear something else go off, and you just see like this thing kind of like whips its staff up. The one that was closer trying to get in range to counterspell the first one makes it in time. As you see like this orb almost just like cleaved into it. It's almost like a claw appears in midair and just slaps it away. But you're aware there's a caster now in range to counterspell. He's within 60 feet.
I know where he is.
Yeah, and you can see him. He has the big banner.
Yep.
You have a
I
bonus.
point at him. I'm coming for you. And I don't have any spells for bonus actions really. So that's pretty much what I got for now.
Okay.
Yep.
That happens.
No, you don't have Discord.
And we have...
Oh.
YouTube. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Alright, you got it. Very quickly, the others in the shield wall are going to try to slice at this gnoll. Alright. They're not doing too well. You see Stein and Olaf, Stein and Axel, who are next to you, also trying to, like, stab at this thing with their axes. Their weapons are just kind of, like, deflecting off at this point. Kisk, we get to your turn. The gnoll is in range. He's pretty much directly in line with Olaf, and Shalashai. And then you're slightly behind.
I will resummon my echo again on the other side of the shield wall. Are there other gnolls around by now?
Yes, they are getting very close. They've all been going. They're just a little bit slower than this guy. They are within, some of them, in a range of 30 to 15 feet from the shield wall.
I'll go to the closest one and give my 2 attacks. Try to keep all these like little gnolls from piling on to the shield wall.
Alright, make your attacks.
It's 19 to hit.
19 to hit. That will hit.
That is 14 points, and the second attack I'll go to the same gnoll. And that is a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
And another 14, so 28 total points of damage.
Okay, that might even have killed 2 of them. Just double checking the health on the lower level gnolls here. It's one of those things where like you check and you're like, oh yeah, no, I know this. And then the moment it happens, you're like, you do it?
Yeah.
Like, I wish I was literate. God damn it.
Why is this? There they are. How much damage was it on the first hit? You said 15?
14.
14. Yeah, it will take 2 to crush one of these gnolls.
Okay, I just want I come through, my echo comes through, sweeps out the legs, and then drops the hammer on its head.
Alright, Echo appears and just does exactly that. The other gnolls seem a little startled in this. What else would you like to do?
I will just. I'll try to aggro some of them and start letting out another war cry in the middle of them through my echo.
Alright. We have more gnolls going. We're doing a couple other things. Shalasha, you're up next.
Mhm.
Well then, that sucks. So, as this echo appears, it slams into one gnoll and it knocks it out. A bunch of other gnolls start surging forward. Some of them ram into the shield walls as well. You can see Joan and Leaf letting fly their bolts. At this point, they managed to kill another one. Their bolts hitting the same gnoll. You can see a few of them are also now against the spike traps to your sides. 2 of them skewer themselves, but another 3, 2 on one side, 1 on the other, managed to start to get over the spikes. They're still in there, but next turn they are going to be over. You can see Victor, the big guy with the axe, looks to the side and he starts beelining towards where 2 of them got over. Shalashat, it's your turn though.
Since Big Boy is directly in front of us, I think I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. Which reminds me, the other thing, let me just double check that I got the right one. What is your spell save DC?
Spell save is 15.
Because I think this is happening at the same time. Jesus Christ. We're going to do this at the same time. Go ahead and describe your Spirit Guardian taking form and all of that.
As I cast a spell, the water kind of starts getting wicked up by the ground, and it starts spinning into this slow, abyssal chant. There's almost like a caricature of a gnoll's head getting stabbed, or kind of getting like bonked on the head, and there's X's over its eyes, kind of like a jeer, just taunting the gnolls.
It's full cartoon.
That's my description.
Alright, and your spell save DC is
15.
15. So as this goes off, and I forgot that Inga also has their going, a bunch of the gnolls that have made it, go ahead and roll damage, just so we have that as well. Because this is now a stacked Spirit Guardians between the 2 of you. There is being this giant dwarf, looks very similar, to who you would expect as a dwarven god. Rustbell. 20?
20 down. Yeah.
You can see a bunch of the gnolls are just getting swept away from whatever's coming off of your gnoll skull, as well as this giant dwarf that just kind of swings its axe down. You can see a bunch of gnolls just go flying back from it. What else would you like to do, Shalasha?
Bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Yep.
That takes a bonus action to command, just so you are aware, I believe, yeah?
Yep.
Is it concentration? I don't think Spirit Guardians is.
Spirit Guardians is concentration, Spiritual Weapon is not.
It's not? Jesus Christ.
Did I see where that counter spell came from? Which one of the gnolls?
With your perception, yes. You would be able to see the gnoll with the big-ass banner.
Okay, then I want to... how far away from it is? How far away from it am I?
Probably... It's actually going to be quite close to you. It's going to be within 40 feet, because it had to be close enough to counter spell.
Okay, then I'm going to... less hydration until you cast a
Can
spell
you
again.
make a religion check?
No. That's a 9.
9. And none of you speak Celestial, correct?
Hell no.
I can use my helm of.
Right. Then the only thing you would recognize is there is writing on the banner, and it just... It's a very large chant. You would need to make a perception check to read it in battle, but you're just like, that is something in Celestial, and it's enough to be aware of that. That
Yeah, I
whatever
can't
this
really
thing is
read that
holding
well.
is a holy thing. Yeah, that's why. That's the main reason why it would be Celestial for you. Sorry, not Celestial. It would be a perception check for you
Yeah,
to be able
that
to read
makes sense.
this. What does your spiritual weapon look like there, Shalashar?
It's the form of my regular battle axe. It's a twisted skull that basically has an axe embedded in the skulls themselves.
And I assume you're summoning this thing to slam into
Into the mage.
Into
Yeah.
the mage. Okay.
And it is 7, 11 force damage.
11 force damage. And it gets to... you made an attack roll, correct?
Yep.
And what did you get?
It was an 18 on the die, so that's plus 3, so 21.
Yeah, that will definitely hit. Fair enough. You got it. So this axe appears off in the distance as well, and slams into this cleric for, whatever it is, for 11 damage.
Good job giving it away. Thanks.
It definitely looks like, well, clerics don't have counter spells. There's a bit more to this than you might think. Hits into it. At this point, more gnolls are charging up. We now have your shadow, which most things seem to be ignoring as they've seen it get obliterated once, and suddenly it appears. There's probably about 11 gnolls pressing up against the shield wall. Not all of them have been able to make attacks. And then there's probably a couple of others that are trying to get through the fences. At this point, we get to... Cole, you're coming up very quickly, but you guys are going to see Borg, Yvonne, and Inga. Double checking what they do. Yvonne, Shield Girl, Inga, the cleric. Got it. She's also going to cast Spiritual Weapon off on the caster as well, seeing you do this. So you just see like another mace appear, and it also slams hard into this mage. And the mage at this point, like, it looks terrified with these two glowing weapons chasing it around the field. Borg and Yvonne are just slashing at the gnolls. They're actually the ones to your right side, just so you know, Shalashar. They managed to kill one of the gnolls, but another is pressing to take its place. Cole, we get to your turn. You can't really see much beyond, like, a little bit of ankle and some back of the knees, unless you want to try to get in or around this, or, as I said, there are two that got beyond that. Victor's charging and another one solo, and you can see a couple of others starting to press towards the spikes as well.
Well, luckily I'm small, so I can slip through people's legs easily.
Yep, that you can.
So I'm gonna slip forward so I can enough to see, and you know what? Let's see if we can fuck over the big guy a little bit more, and I will cast Grease underneath him.
Okay.
I love you, my greasy boy.
DC 15.
It's a little greasy. Dex save?
Yeah.
That is a 15 on the die. So he's going to manage to, you know... It looks a little gross. You know, you definitely made, like, super mud.
It'll still be there on his turn, though.
Yes, it will.
And then I'll move back a bit and start keeping an eye on the sides.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Do you do anything particular when you cast Grease? Just out of curiosity.
Just, you know, turns it back.
At the moment, no, because I actually haven't thought about that. New spell, whose it is.
Ends its turn. Got it. Alright. Nassim, you're up next, but first... That's not good. That's not good at all. So, you see Olaf. This gnoll opens its mouth, and it reaches over the shield wall, and you see it just clamps down on Olaf, rips them out of the shield wall. You see their shields fade back to the dull colors.
Can I Silvery Barbs him?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
So he gets disadvantage on this attack. Who would you like to give advantage to?
I give advantage, and it can be used for.
Yeah, you just have to say who you want to give it to.
Let me double check what exactly. The next ability check, saving throw. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Olaf. So then, like, he has advantage on the saving throw to not get pulled up. Hopefully.
All right, so you kind of have this vision where Olaf gets yanked out of this, thrown to the pack, and all the shields suddenly fading. But instead, you have a bit of experience trying to change the future. And instead, you remember the grease is there, and you manage, at some point, when you threw that fireball, the reason you didn't hit him is so then he would be a step ahead. So when he goes to do it instead, Olaf leans forward, and the mouth goes over his shoulder. And you were planning this all along. So with that then, he's going to quickly do his other little action here. Shalashar, do you have, what's your AC right now?
It is 21.
21. In that case, you are going to get hit by this. I need you to make a Constitution check.
And please remember that any gnolls that started their turn all around us, they took 13 damage from me, and then whatever from the other.
Oh, I'm aware. They are getting blasted quite heavily from this. 2 clerics with that. It's causing a little bit of trouble.
22 for con.
22 for con. Alright. So instead, he makes this attack, and then at the same time, he also lashes out with his flail towards you. You are only going to take 7 points of slashing damage, and you feel like something try to, like, push through your body. But being as you don't exactly have the same anatomy as most people, it just kind of fizzles and fades. But whatever it is, you know, that flail has some oomph to it. Then we get to these two, which are going to quickly do their thing. Sissel is going to use another Bardic Inspiration. She's going to throw that on Olaf as well. And then she's going to cast Vicious Mockery on something. Seems like it works as you see another gnoll off to the side just kind of like starts giggling. Olaf is going to slash, and then we get to your turn, Nissim, followed by Kisk. You're coming up rather quickly as well, so be ready for that.
It's my turn now?
Yeah, Olaf is just struggling to hit the big guy in front of him still.
Okay.
Actually, he has a Bardic Inspiration. He will hit. Fantastic.
There are 2 of them that still haven't quite made it over, yeah?
There's, at this point, now that you're looking, a couple more have gone. Now that they're seeing this literal death pit in front of the shield wall, there's maybe 20 dead gnolls already between these things. There's now a bubble forming, and they're starting to go around towards the spike walls instead. At one point, 2 have made it over that are about to get in a fight with Victor. Another one that's alone. Another, like, 5 on one side where there's the 1, and another 7 where there's the 2 are, like, trying to get through the spikes. And there's, like, another 5 dead bodies on top of these spikes. And these gnolls are starting to climb over the dead ones.
Okay, so the side that Victor isn't going on, I'm going to pick up another pinch of, I'm going to pull out another pinch of the powdered iron and sulfur, and I'm going to whip it down the length of the,
What level would you like to cast this?
fuckers. These fuckers. Oh man.
You can also see, like, this guy is getting beat. Like, there's a mace and an axe just slamming into him, and he's, like, doing the best he can, but he only has one reaction, so he can only counterspell one thing.
Can fucking counterspell my thing. I know he's there.
You do know he's there.
I do know he's there. I'm gonna hold my flaming sphere for when he does counterspell.
Okay. So you see that, you, like, start casting it, you lock eyes,
I
and
see
you just...
in my mind. I see in my mind that if I throw it right now, he's going to counterspell. So I count second by second.
Alright.
And I'm gonna do it at... I'm gonna do it at 3rd level.
Alright, so you're holding a 3rd level flaming sphere.
Yep.
Alright. Those of you with a perception above 15, you can see the big thing is starting to step out of the trees, but you can see, like, one of the other trees opens and something else comes through the trees, and that whatever that big hulking figure, what is your passive again there, Chelshire?
Passive is... No, I have a plus 15. My passive is...
Pretty sure your passive is just, like, because that just
16.
applies to it. 16.
Yeah.
Alright, it's enough. You can see, like, what they have is a very withered tree end that is trying to come through the trees, but instead you see it's like something opens out of its leg and starts pulling parts of the tree end through the hole in itself. And you can probably recognize it's grass cricks trying to slow down this tree end. Then we get to these two, which are in the shield wall. They're just going to make their attacks. And then we're on to you, Kisk, so be ready.
Got it.
Alright, at this point, the big gnoll starting to show a little bit of wear and tear as Stein and Alex also, you know, they have slightly longer weapons. Most of them have boarding axe and stuff like that, but these guys on the side have swords and they're like slicing over top, or more or less thrusting over top of the shield wall. We get to your turn, Kisk. Still alive in the circle around your shadow is another 3 gnolls. Besides that, the other ones are starting to move away, and then the big one that is directly in front of the shield wall. And then, as I said, a bunch of guys starting to pull and come across. During this turn as well, there is now the ones that Victor is running to. He is now outnumbered 5-1. And then on the other one, unchallenged, we are now up to another 5 that have made it through. But there's now, we're up to 9 dead gnolls on your spike traps. As more die, more gnolls are able to get in crawling over top of these bodies.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go to the side where they're unchallenged. And yeah, take my 2 swings. I'm just gonna come charging in.
Fair enough. Make those attack rolls as you run into these gnolls.
22 to hit.
That will hit.
That is 15 damage. And
It's bloody. You definitely, like, you hit it once and you see, like, you almost cave in its entire side, but it still kind of, like, yelps a little bit and it jumps with it and it's still standing.
then my second swing will come in with a 25 to hit
That'll hit.
and 14 points of damage.
14. So you hit it once and it kind of, like, jumps with it. How does the next blow come in to finish off this gnoll?
It just comes straight on top of the head and just like almost squishing the head to the neck.
Oof. That's exactly how it happens. This thing just kind of, like, skips and comes to its end there. The crossbowmen, they're going to quickly shoot. They're going to shoot towards Victor, seeing you just manhandle this thing. Alright. Shalasha, with your thing, you can hear Joan yelling to leave. He goes, right, and they both turn and they shoot that way. Their crossbow bolts going over. Same target, and they managed to kill one as Victor runs in as well. Not quite as effective. You can see one Gnoll dies from the crossbow bolts. He manages to swing once and it misses, and he slams the thing in the face. And then you see the Gnolls retaliate, and you see him get stabbed 4 times, and he's looking bloody. He's not looking too good. But it's your turn, Shalashar, and Cole, you're up next.
And sorry, that was my turn.
It's your turn now, yes. You can see Victor's probably dying next turn. Shield wall, at this point, it's only the big guy left, and the other Gnolls are all starting to move to the sides. So you might need to reposition some things if you want to keep using your Spirit Guardian. Or use your Spirit Weapon. Up to you.
What did you say about Victor?
Victor ran towards 6 Gnolls. 1 got killed. He didn't kill another, and then 4 Gnolls just jumped on his ass, and he's just getting stabbed to death.
Can I use my Flaming Spear reaction?
You're waiting for the counter spell. This thing usually goes after Shalashar.
When Victor ran up, can I use...
But you can if you want. It's up to you.
I would have liked to use my reaction to have one of the attacks that hit him for the most.
You got it. That will save him. You can save him 5 health doing that.
Okay. And then I want to redirect it towards the big Gnoll.
Fair enough.
And it is just a wisdom save.
Wisdom
Otherwise-
save for...
To basically, when I redirect, they make a wisdom save.
Got
They
it.
take half damage if they pass it.
Oh, in that case, you got a nat 20.
Okay.
So
Okay,
he's...
so then he just takes 4. Oh no, he took 5 damage. Sorry, I saved
so
him
he
5
would've
damage.
taken-
Sorry.
Yeah. Alright. So that would have been your action, but now it's your turn.
Yeah, that would have been my reaction. So for my turn, Spirit Guardians, I rolled 21 damage. So one of them will start. Using my
that'll-
bonus action.
Kill the rest of the Gnolls in there.
Bonus action is 9 damage to punch the wizard in the face.
Okay. What was that for the attack roll? So,
2, 5, 19.
19. It is... Yeah, it'll just eat it. It'll just eat it as your axe slams into it.
Can I throw my Flaming Spear, seeing it get punched in the face, and hope it's too distracted?
If you want.
I'm holding this anyways. Might as well.
Alright. It needs to roll, though, because it is a
And,
higher level spell.
Where is Victor compared to me? Sorry, your flaming sphere action's going off?
Yeah, I'm throwing it down the alley towards Victor, trying to, like,
Sure, clear path.
get the Gnolls around him.
Because you cast it at a higher level, you see the spell goes off, it claws through your sphere, and then your sphere reforms on the other side of the claw, and it just keeps going. The counter spell failed.
Like, that sucks.
Beautiful. And I'll use a point on my gloves if I have to careful spell and make sure it doesn't hit Victor.
Fair enough. That is a good idea.
And I'm just dumping this thing on them.
Can
Dexterity
you
saving
quickly
throw.
roll damage?
And this is 3.
Jesus fucking Christ. You cast it at level 4.
2 6s and a 4.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, no, suddenly there's flaming gnolls inside the fort. With more coming. There are still more coming.
Did it pass over the grease? And does the grease ignite?
No, because the grease is in front. And you have to
Okay.
throw it, you're throwing it like
Yeah, it's on the.
behind to the side. Alright.
I'm like
Yeah, it's underneath
pulling
the
down
guy.
the side.
Is that the rest of your turn there, Shalashar?
Good. How far is Victor from the line now?
From the line, he didn't get that far. He's only moved. He's like on like the cusp of 30 feet from you, because the other gnolls were charging. He ran up to meet them, so he's like behind 30 feet over. So for the sake, we're just gonna say 30 feet, because we don't have a lot of minis, so we're fudging some things here to make sure everything's relatively in range and easy to do.
Okay, let me just look this up quick.
We'll sum it up as it's chaotic, things happen. You're estimating here. You'd say it's 30 feet. And so it shall be. Cole, you're up next, by the way, just after a couple of the people go, including the dwarf players. But they'll be fast, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, using my action, I'm going to life transference.
Okay.
I'm going to use bonus action to invert this.
Your bonus action was to attack with your axe.
True. Right.
So you have movement left, I believe.
I have movement and an action. He's 30 feet away, but if I break the line...
You can always tell him to fill it if you want.
I'm going to, using free action, I'm going to call out, pull back! We'll get this! And then I'm going to... Is Big Gnoll still in our face?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to make a round of attacks against him. 15, 18, 20? 30, 20?
Right. That's not how you roll that.
Could be.
And the sim, you're up after Cole, just so you're aware.
And the, sorry, little scatterbird. The scimitar was D8? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that is 10 damage.
10 points of damage. Got it as you, drop your shield just enough to, swipe with this thing. You managed to catch this thing. It's starting to look bloody. After eating quite a few turns here.
And it was a bonus action to prick myself in the handle, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. These guys are going to quickly make their attacks. Inga is going to move her spirit guardians off to the side to block where the spears are. Holy fuck. With your perception, you'll realize that Borg hasn't hit anything this entire time. Every single time his weapon is glancing off. Yvonne's doing good.
Lord.
She is doing good. And then we get
He's
to
doing his
Cole's
best.
turn. Inga also with her action, she is going to, because she's able to, she's booking her ass behind you, Kisk.
Okay,
And it looks like she's ready to heal you if you need it.
got it.
Cole, your turn. Just the giant gnoll in your guys' face at this point, and then, like I said, a bunch of gnolls which are starting to get through. Some of them have gone before you, as you are all the way down. Which reminds me, I have to quickly make some rolls here against you, Kisk, as you are in their face. What is your AC?
20.
20. You're gonna look like a monster. Just you wait. You're fucking kidding me. Fuck me.
What's the matter?
I like that. I'll take it.
Miss.
So 7 gnolls jump on you. One of them manages to hit you. The rest
Alright.
of them, you're just tanking it. You guys just hear almost a second drum beat just being played across Kisk's breastplate. You're gonna take 5 points of damage.
Got it.
At this point, there are now 7 on that side, and another 3 that are working their way through. Another 2 managed to kill themselves. Victor very quickly. Victor, on the other hand, just gets stabbed in the kidneys and he is like screaming in pain. He is not doing good at all. You would say
I'm
he's...
going to half that damage.
Okay, you can stop another 5 points of damage.
Okay, and then I want to redirect it towards Big Boy again.
Okay, I'll make another save here.
You can.
That's a full. He'll take it.
That.
So you see as he kind of like gets a little bit of that pain. And now it's your turn, Cole. As you can see, bad things are happening to Goliaths. And Kisk is the Iron Tide.
Quick reminder, at the beginning of the big Gnoll's turns, he
Yep.
needs to make a dex save for the grease.
Not his turn. yet, but I know.
Seeing that Butcher seems to have things weirdly handled, even though he's outnumbered that much, I'm going to run over to Victor to give him back up.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell him, disengage and fall back. I got this.
You might want to be careful. The flaming sphere is on top of him.
On top of Victor.
Yes, there's like this ball of flame just swirling around him, and you can see in the middle he's like encased in this bubble of whirling flames, but nothing touches him.
Oh, it's not hurting him. Okay.
They have a cool item that lets them use meta magic with fire spells, so they used careful spell.
Okay.
But
Then
you're your last charge,
gonna
I believe.
I'm gonna try to axe whichever Gnoll looks the worst off.
There's quite a few in the fire. Like there's like 3 that are looking pretty badly charred.
Well, an 11 probably misses.
Yep, it showed you.
Ooh, how about a 22?
That will hit.
Sick.
The D8. Fuck me. 3 whole damage.
Okay.
Yep.
You fall back. Pink. You like stub this Gnoll's toe.
You just like kick him in the fucking
Alright.
toe.
2 things happen.
So done with kobolds.
1. The spellcaster is going to do something. He starts doing a chant. We get to the Gnoll leader's turn. He also joins with this chant. None of you speak Celestial, but the little bit of abyssal that you get, it's just cackling. As you can see, a
Helm of Understanding.
helm of understanding.
Or Comprehension, I think it's called.
Comprehension. Make a perception check. Just because there's a lot of battle and stuff going off here. He would have got it because he can read lips, because observant. And he's just chronically aware of all things because of his anxiety. I mean, his feet.
16.
15?
16.
16. Yeah, that'll do it. You can hear the chant, and the chant is basically saying, let me just double check that I got this name right. Don't want to fuck this up. That would be embarrassing.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Do it. Do it.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out a Gnoll voice, but I want to say fuck it, I'm just going to say it. The chant is basically, Arima's strength, our sacrifice. And then you can see, like, at this point, all of the Gnolls that have died, you can see all of their blood floods into the big Gnoll. And you can see he doubles in size up to 14 feet.
I don't have a reaction, do I?
Nope.
Fuck!
He gets, like I said, about 14 feet tall now, and you can see all of his wounds start closing. Shalashar.
Yep. And that's the big door in front of us?
Yes, I need you to make a dex save.
Fuck. 15?
15. Not enough, as he's going to clamp his jaws down onto you. Are you immune to diseases?
I don't believe so.
Cool. Can you also make a con save?
That is a nat 20.
Nat 20. You managed to fight this thing off, though. But you are still going to take 12 points of piercing damage as these jaws slam shut on you. He throws you over his shoulder, and you are going to take 1 die of fall damage for 6 bludgeoning damage as you, like, clunk into the ground. A little bit of ways, you know, you're probably about 10 or so feet behind him. Just... I won't make you go prone. Well, say you manage to, like, superhero land this, but you're like, ooh, fuck my knee, as you, like, slide through the mud. This thing is going to walk into the middle of the shield wall to make sure it can't close, but that is going to be its full turn. We're going to get to Sissel the halfling, who's just going to be like, well, that's not good, and she runs towards Victor. She's going to throw a healing word very quickly towards you, Shalashar. You get 2 points of healing. Very nice. Enjoy that. Or do you just add... Is it a D4, or do you get to add something to the healing word? Let me double check that.
For healing word? I think it's just a D4.
D4 plus wisdom.
Plus wisdom?
I think.
I think so as well. Let's just double check that. I know it's a bonus action. Worst case scenario. Yep, plus your spellcasting. 5 points of healing. Ooh, big boy. Lucky you. And she is going to manage to heal Victor as well with a Cure Wounds. We know she can't because she's a halfling. She's slow. She's 5 feet away with a hand outstretched. She's ready and she's going to hold her action to do that. It's your turn. Sim Olaf makes a swipe and he also manages to hit the gnoll. But the gnoll's looking real scary and real big. There's maybe at this point 30 gnolls left besides the big one in the caster.
Is there any other spellcasters on the platform with me?
Up here, it's just you.
Okay.
And then dude in the field who's clacking his little teeps at you.
I know that Salisha is like...
Oh, and the treant. The treant, don't forget about the treant. We'll see.
I know that Salisha is there nearby me. And because he's always listening, just like the government.
I am your FBI.
I see in my mind 2 paths. One where this gnoll passes through, and we all die.
Wait, you build a platform off to the side or directly over top?
Directly behind.
Directly behind. Okay, so
And up. That's behind and up.
would he need to go through the platform to get through into the shield wall?
The shield wall is in front.
Okay, good. But so like, long story short, you're like almost at eye level with this thing.
Yeah.
You're like slightly below it because you
yeah.
guys didn't make it very tall. So like, you're almost at shin level. You're looking up at this thing. Like I said, he's 14
I'm looking
feet
up at
tall.
him, and I can see like he can come right through. But I see another reality. One where I managed to warp space around him and pull him backwards out of here. And I cast Vortex Warp, grabbing at the actual like magical ley lines and tugging on them, trying to like physically bend reality and throw him backwards.
What did you
Alright,
do this?
fucking sick.
Sicky fuck.
It is a Constitution saving throw.
Where
And I'm also going to use my bonus action to move
He
flaming
fails.
spear.
Where would you like to move him? It needs to be an unoccupied
The
space.
fuck out.
I send him back 90 feet.
So you want to just throw him into the trees?
Yup, just throw.
So you guys see this thing gets big. It grabs Shalashar,
It-
throws him
no.
over the shoulder, and then you just see
You know
this...
that was like a poof.
A puff?
He was there, and then there's like a small little bit of flames, and he goes poof.
I got something better. You see as like this little A flicker of fire appears over his shoulder, and it reaches out like a tendril, grabs him, and you see his body elongate, swirling around this flame, throws him out the other end, and suddenly he's just within the trees, 90 feet away. Is that your turn, Sim?
He's probably real confused right now. And I use my bonus action to have the flaming spear like pull back off of Victor and swirl around, and I'm just like making it dance into a space where it'll get as many gnolls as possible.
Alright. 3 of them will burn to death. Roll your damage just so I can be sure that they burn to death.
Ha ha ha! That's 11 damage.
11 damage.
Yeah, 6 plus 5, 11.
3 of them will burn to death.
Any gnolls that start in my area are going to take 19 radiant.
You haven't moved your thing yet, so they are avoiding you.
They're centered on. It's centered on me.
On you. Oh, well then.
And the last thing I'm gonna do is yell, "Close up that wall!"
You'll need to move to catch some of them. You'll need to... like, when you got thrown, you're like in a cushion of like over 20 dead gnolls, all of which have like now been drained of their blood. You're like... It's almost like you got thrown into like a bunch of dried leaves. Is what you've landed in. And these gnoll remains. Is that your turn, Nissim? Nissim?
Oh, yeah. That's my bonus action, that's my action, and I yelled to close up that wall.
Okay. Off in the distance, Grass Crix is doing things, and you guys can now see the tree ant is starting to make its way out of the trees. It's getting closer. At this point, the gnoll has, your guys' gnoll, has come out as well as with his hyena, and they're like pulling off pieces of bark, but this thing is just ignoring them as it's just trudging forward. Stein and Axel are going to close their shields, and then we get to your turn, Kisk. Show you're up next.
Okay. Come on. Go.
What will Kisk do?
Actually, very quickly, 3 gnolls have to go. They're on your side. Hopefully, there's a better performance here.
Nah.
I am so glad that vortex warp went off.
Mm-hmm.
So you are badly outnumbered, by the way, as another 4 join in. There are 12 gnolls on top of you. Out of the 5 extra attacks that come out, 2 of them hit, and you're going to take a grand total of 10 damage.
Got it.
4 from one, 6 from another. So far, out of the 12 attacks that have gone against you, only 3 have landed. But it is your turn. And at this point, because of where you are, you're kind of like enveloped. If you wanted to go, the only way you could go is back. And you can see the other ones that are closing in around you are planning to like amoeba you, is what's going to happen pretty soon here. Unless... So it's up to you whether or not that scares you. And Inga is directly behind you as well. And she has heard things going off. Some of them have taken damage. These gnolls are not fresh due to Inga and her spirit guardians, just so you are aware.
Okay, that's still a pretty big number. 12 is a lot. Even for Kisk.
You could probably get it down to 10, as long as both of your attacks hit and you roll decently high. But 10 is a lot, 12 is a lot. The main thing is I've mostly been rolling 6s and like 5s against you. The dice do not want Kisk to die. So it's been more luck than anything else as to why you haven't been blendered.
How far away from me are you?
I don't know. How far away am I from the tower? I'm on the other side.
Well, from the platform.
We're gonna do this thing I've been doing this whole time and say about 30 feet. Maybe a little because they're like from the tower 30, from Nassim, it's a little bit more because they're higher up, right? I don't feel like doing Pythagorean theorem for this, though.
Okay. Kisk will yell, "We need some reinforcements over here. We're getting overrun." And then I'll turn back to the gnolls and just lower my hammer and spawn my echo. Like, who wants to taste my hammer next? And take my swings.
I love it.
X gonna give it to you.
Respect, respect.
Oh, a natural 20.
That'll do it.
Hell yeah.
Let's see, double dice. That is 22 damage. And for the second attack, that's a 21 to hit. 12 plus 9. And that'll be 14 points of damage.
14. For the sake of this, being as you would have killed both anyways, we're gonna say you'd pretty much say, who wants to taste my hammer? And you take one swing. You kill the first one, you kill the second one with the same swing, and then the third one just gets knocked prone as like he like takes 2 bodies to the face.
And
Respect.
Kisk will use his movement. And who else was with me?
Inga, the dwarf cleric.
Inga. I'll turn to Inga and say, if we make it out of this, I'll buy you a drink.
Are you not entertained?
you look at her. By the way, she's wearing like chainmail. She has a mace in her hand, and in the other you see she has a flask and she's already drinking out of it.
She's already on top of the game.
And I'll use my movement to back up 10 feet to avoid getting surrounded.
Okay, you're not disengaging though, so you are going to take a couple of attacks.
Yeah, I'll take some attacks.
5s and 6s.
And you said you have 20 AC, right?
Yes.
We're rolling better this time, baby. We were rolling better, baby. Alright, fantastic. 4 attacks are going to go against you. 2 of them are going to hit. You're going to take a total of 9 damage. 6 from one, 3 from the other.
How much damage have you taken? How bad do you look?
I'm alright.
Okay.
Alright. We get to the archers and Victor. That is your turn there, Kisk.
Yep, that'll be it.
Alright, they're going to try shooting. This time, because things have gone, they're actually going to be splitting their targets. Fucking Leaf, you piece. Leaf misses for a second time, and one of the other gnolls gets hit, but it doesn't go down. Victor is going to make his 2 attacks, and then we're on to you, Shalashay. So be ready with what you want to do. And I will give you a quick little description as to what's going on. Alright. You see Victor with his axe. He manages to kill another gnoll. The other one, however, like puts its weapon up and manages to block. You can see around Kisk, there's a couple more gnolls getting through. There is 10 left standing. Another 2 that are coming through. And then on Victor's side, 5 died last turn. But there's still about like 10 in the walls and another 7 about to get through for a total of 17 on that side. There's a flaming sphere though. There's a Victor and there are 2 archers looking that way, as well as a Cole.
There's also a flaming sphere down the side the
Charging
Victor's
directly towards you is a big ass treant. And then 90 feet away, you know that there is a gnoll that can move at least 80 feet in one turn. When he was smaller and half his size. What would you like to do?
I also would have put him as close to Grass Kicks as I could have.
Grass Kicks is with the treant. You see he's like trying to slow this thing down, and it is probably about 40 feet away from the shield while moving 20 feet a turn. But it is, you know, taking turns to kind of stomp and stuff, but Grass Kicks is doing okay at slowing it. What would you like to do, Shalasha? And Cole, you're up next. Right after the girls and Borg.
Very important question. Is the treant by anything else, like any other gnolls?
Nope.
Why?
If you would like a serious answer, it's because Razkrix has been casting Entangling Roots on it to slow it down this entire fucking time. So it's moving with a dash action 20 feet a total. Because Razkrix is like, he's doing everything he can to slow it. That's why.
He's the real MVP right now.
Yeah, he's been just dragging this treant as much as possible. He put the brakes on that.
Just gotta find this spell.
And you are the closest to them. You're actually like 20 feet away from the tree end. Because you got thrown 10 feet, so you're 30 feet from the tree end.
Yeah. Actually, can I roll? Can I roll anything to see what I know about treants? Like how sturdy they're supposed to be? They're normally like powerful creatures.
You can make a nature check with disadvantage. You guys have kind of talked about treants before, so this is a double dip.
It's 13.
13. The only thing you can tell, this one is different in the fact that it looks withered, and the only thing that you can think of that could be a connection of this away from power is this doesn't look like any trees from here, and it's withered and it looks different. This comes from someplace else. This is not a chow treant.
And 4, 9, 12. So any gnolls that are within range, they're going to take 12 radiant. And there's 15 on the left or right side. Sorry, kind of hard for me to.
Well, just I'm gonna say 15 by Kisk, 17 are going to be Overwar, Victor, and Koral, and the Flaming Spear. With where you're standing currently, there is like nothing really in range except for the treant that is going to.
I'm going to use my.
You also
movement.
still have your weapon that's fighting the mage as well. Don't forget about that either.
Yep. I'm going to use my movement and path over towards the 15 that are with Kisk.
Okay, Kiskininga.
So then they'll be told down to when they start. I'm going to. Yeah, I think I just. Use my bonus action to try and punch the wizard. 19.
19 will hit.
And then that was 7.
Very quickly, I need you to make a concentration from when you got bit.
Comes with advantage. So that's a nat 20.
Yeah, you're fine. Thank you.
And that is 13 damage on the mage. 13 force damage.
He's looking a little not so good now. But
Okay.
he's hanging in there.
And then I'm going to use my... I don't want to use my spells in case I need them. Then I always end up hoarding them. It's like potions. I can't.
So what would you like to do?
I'm just going to do an attack action to the back one of the gnolls.
Okay, make your attack.
Can I get a flanking bonus because Kisk is on the other side?
He's backed up. Inga's
Okay, so
technically in front
okay.
of him, so it's just you. And the whole... You've actually taken Kisk's spot in front of Inga if you've walked up to attack.
Okay. Then that is an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 9 damage.
9 points of damage. Alright. You slash into one of them with your sword. flinches a little bit, but just kind of like gnashes its teeth. Still quite a bit of fight in these ones.
Okay.
Alright. The shield wall is going to hold their action and wait and see what Olaf wants to do. Inga, however, she's going to step to your side, and she's going to, being the fact that she had this flask in her mouth, she's going to use a version of Burning Hand, just she basically just spews like fire from her mouth using this alcohol.
Love it.
That'll kill a couple of these gnolls, which is good news for you, as you see 3 of them that have now been hit by your thing, her thing, and now this go down. And now they're going to try to pile on you, the remaining gnolls. So it's only going to be 12 attacks against you, Shalasha. They can't all get on top of you, actually, so it won't be that many. It'll only be like 6.
Okay.
Cole, you are up next, so be ready.
Who's up next?
Mm-hmm.
Cole is up
Me.
next. And then after that, you're the next person, next human to go. Shalasha. 3 of them are going to manage to hit you. By the gods, I found how to roll my dice. You're going to take a total of 15 damage.
I'm going to use my reaction to blur.
There's a 6, a 5, and a 4. What do you want to do with your reaction?
Blur.
Blow? So I'll
Yeah.
give disadvantage.
Yep.
Alright, well, we rolled a 16. Still hits. The 4 will miss. And the 5 will still hit. But it would have been... You wasted a 20 if you believe in those things. So you save 4 damage.
Okay. And then it'll be... It was 15 down to 11.
Yes.
I'm going to take it and cry.
You wanna what?
You could be sad.
Alright, be sad. Cole! It is your turn. There's quite a few gnolls. Actually, very quickly, because you're so slow, the mage is going to do something. I love that. He's going to run to the tree, and he's going to cast haste on the tree.
How far away from me is he?
Because he needs to get over to the tree, and he's within 60 feet.
He's within 60 feet. I'm pretty sure that's close enough for me to attempt to counterspell.
That is.
Just barely.
Yeah, so let's try that on for size.
I believe haste is 3rd level, and counterspell is
yes, it
3rd
is.
level, so you're able to counterspell the haste.
I see this coming, and I just hard shut that shit down. Like,
Alright.
Like, no.
that self touch to go, and flame washes over him, cutting off his connection for a second, just long enough.
Alright, fair enough. Then 3 gnolls that are next to you, Cole. What is your AC? Does an 18 hit?
No, it's 20.
Fuck you. You fucking monsters.
All of us have fucking plate mail.
One of them
Yeah.
hit. You're going to take 5 points of piercing damage as 2 other weapons
no.
clank off of you. And it's your turn.
Has Victor had a chance to, like, disengage and get the hell out of there yet?
Yes. That is exactly what he did on the Oucho's turn. Sorry. He did 2 attacks because he's dumb. So no, he's still there.
Fucking moron,
Hey,
he was told
hey.
twice!
Pull back. We can do this.
He's
Pull back.
No, I'm not telling him again.
Please, my friend.
You can make a medicine check if you'd like.
No, fuck him.
Okay. Fair enough.
If he's dumber than me, then...
To be fair, last time
Sorry,
you
I'm
were in there
face-palming.
too. So he's as dumb as you, at least.
Yeah, you're sharing
Okay,
the brain cell aggressively.
whichever one looks the hurt most, let's try chopping him down. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh, wow, a whole 5 damage.
That's enough to kill this one, because you boinked his toe and then Leaf fucked up and missed. So you are able to kill one with that. We're down to
Alright,
16
next one.
rolls on that side.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's an 8 to hit.
That'll miss.
And how many are around us?
16 are left, but there's a flaming sphere, and you have 2 archers here, a bard, which is nearby, and Victor. So, you know, you guys aren't that bad off. There's 3 of you there, and a flaming sphere.
Are there any pit traps near me?
Where you guys are? No, not in this spot.
Okay. All right.
There is like the line of spikes, which is now lined with null bodies.
Yeah, no, that doesn't.
How are they doing against our Spirit Guardians?
So that side is almost dead. Pretty much as soon as your turn or Inga's turn begins, or the gnolls go, most of them are going to die. That's the only reason you guys have cleared things as fast as you have, is you guys have stacked Spirit Guardians. And anywhere you've gone, she's gone. So you guys have, you've done a lot on that side.
That's my turn.
That's your turn.
I don't think I have any bonus. Yeah, I don't think I have any bonus action.
Alright.
But do remind me, you have it, since you have it in front of me, in front of you, what are my max hit points? Is it 80?
I will need to double check.
70?
I just have to scroll. I use my phone so then I don't have all this in my face. Core HP 73.
73. Okay, thanks.
Alright. Shalashar, you're standing in a field. This thing can move quite a few feet. You've seen him move 80. You're 10 ahead from where he got yeeted from. I need you to make a dex save. As he's going to come charging and, you know, do his little charge attack again.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So that means you're only going to take half of this. As what you would describe as a 500-pound gnoll slams into you for 14 damage, you get to take half of 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
He looks mad, and he's very big. Cecil and
he does take the damage as he runs into me.
Wait, so you moved back in. Never mind, you're not there. You can't get hit because you're on the other side of the shield wall.
I came up behind the gnolls.
Yep, and
I didn't.
So they came through the side. Right, so here's your wall. He's over here. You went over here to like stop and like reinforce here, so you're not there.
Okay.
So instead, this is going against Olaf in the shield wall. So as I roll them, sorry for the confusion.
You're good.
Good news is Olaf is a Chad. So, instead, you hear just this loud thud, and you see everyone hold fast except for Stein, who goes flying.
No.
Yes.
Momentary stasis. Chrono shift, and I see him going to fly backwards, and I tug on the ley lines of magic.
And what does this do?
And I use my mage hand to just slightly shift his footing and his shoulders, so then he's at a better position.
And what ability are you using to do this?
Chronal shift.
And what exactly does Chronal Shift let you do?
As a reaction, after you see a creature within 30 feet of you make an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can force the creature to re-roll.
Alright, so
You make the decision after you see whether the roll succeeds or fails.
that will fix it. You are able to adjust his footing enough that he's able to hold on into this line. They're all going to still just really take it, and you see Suddenly everyone in the shield wall is like bloodied. All 4 of them all at once just go like, they get shaken badly from this thing. Then we get Sissel, who is going to cast Cure Wounds on our Goliath friend, which is the reason he didn't leave. Suddenly he regains 12 points of health. Olaf is going to fight this thing, and now it's your turn, Nissim. Kisk, you're up next.
You got it.
Bonus action. I'm going to move my flaming spear into as many gnolls as possible.
Okay. Roll your damage.
That's 3d6. Ooh. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. Alright, a bunch of the gnolls are looking bloody now. Of the 14 that are there, half of them are now bloodied.
And I'm going to, because all of this is happening at roughly the same time.
Yes.
As I do this counter spell.
Well, the counter spell was at the...
Yeah, all of this is happening at roughly the same time.
Because you would have
right?
used your reaction. Reactions are for the round or for the turn?
I'm not sure. I might not have been able
Yeah,
to do
this is
that.
the start. I'm pretty sure it's by the round. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's for you. I'm pretty sure it's like... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's by the round. I think it's fine. I'll look into it. Well, that's how we'll do it for now. Is that held actions and reactions are for the round. And I'll do some research and we'll find out. Please continue, Miss.
Actions.
I might not have been able to do that conal shift.
Like I said, we'll look into it. We'll let it stand for now
We'll
because
look
we already
into
let it stand.
As I've countered that haste spell, though, that little fire that like washed over him is going to shift and start spiraling and explode into a fireball right between the Gnoll caster and the treant, and just
what level are you
literally-
casting this?
what?
What level are you casting this?
4th level.
4th?
4th level.
Joke's on you, he counter spells it. It starts happening and you see he like just like
Silvery
blows
bars.
out his lungs and you just see like the fire around him blows up
Silver bubs.
and it explodes in the
Nope.
air. Nope, you
Nope,
use your
try
reaction.
again.
Silver
Try
barbs,
again.
I did.
Silvery barbs.
Yes. Well, she used the chronal. He
No,
used
I
the
said
chronal.
that.
I'm
You're
casting
you're
silvery
counter spelling?
No, silvery bar
Oh my god, I fuck you.
on his counter spell.
Okay. That'll stop it.
It's just a dick.
So you
size
see,
fight.
like, he, who do you want to give
I
advantage
can
to?
hear the. I can hear the mental fuck you.
Who do you want to give the advantage to?
Who's up next
Kisk's up next.
in our party? Kiss. All right, Butcher. You got the advantage then.
Alright, so
I
you
will
see this
take
guy
it.
starts, like, inhaling his lungs to blow the fire away. What does the counter your silvery bulbs look like? What happens here? You're gonna cuck me. The least you can do is make it sound cool.
The door on my chest pops open, and a wisp of darkness comes out from from behind the armor on my chest, swirls around into the lines of the magic, and just starts corrupting it, and then the door shuts real quick.
I like it. Alright, what you got there, my fine wizard
Okay.
friend?
So remember, this is a 40-foot thing.
Yep.
Dexterity saving throws. And I'm putting it to them. It's like one of the 40-foot ends is on the tree end, but not touching Grasskirks, and forward towards as many knolls as possible from there.
You got it. It won't be able to hit any knolls at this point. As I said, like, you guys have massacred like over 40 gnolls so far. Like, most of them are dead or inside. The only gnolls alive outside are the big guy and the wizard and the tree ant. Everything else is inside. The last 30 some are inside.
Can I get the big guy? Can I get all three of them? Or are they too far apart?
You could, but you'd end up hitting grass quicks.
Okay, then I'll careful spell it so I don't hit grass quicks.
Okay, fair enough. I'll accept that answer. Make your damage.
That is 38 damage. But I've also hit so many of my spell slots now that I'm hitting, like, my mental blocking. Like, I've burned through so many spell slots at this point.
So on the next one, you might need to make a save. Got it.
Yep.
Alright. You see, like, this explodes. The tree ant goes up in flames. Even though he made the saving throw, he's still weak to fire. As you see, he, like, catches like a candle.
He
Yes, he does. He does indeed ignite. As I said, he's not from Char. He doesn't have the same fire resistance that you would expect here. The other ones as well, you see, like, the wizard is not looking very good at all. He's looking rather sad at this point. We get the Grass Crix, who is going to do his thing. Kisk, you're up next after the Axe Boys go. And the Hyena. They're still ripping into this tree ant. You see, like, there's, like, a trail of broken bark. And, like, kindling now. Trailing off this thing. Stein and Axel are slashing into the thing. Stein as well. Still not doing very well. And we get to your turn, Kisk. At this
Did the grease spell ignite yet?
The grease spell also would have gone off, yes. Everything on that field is just badly on fire.
There's just so much shit on the go here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I
One day I'll
breathe
get
easier.
battle mats, but not yet.
I breathe deeply and a little more easily with all of the ash choking the air.
Kisk. There are 10 gnolls on your face, with another 3 that are trying to catch up, but these are the last couple of gnolls. What would you... actually, a bunch of them died.
Yeah, it was from the spirit.
We're down to
guardian.
10 in total. All of
10 in
them
total?
bloody.
I will... Okay, so we have 10 in total, all bloodied in front of us. What's the other side looking like?
The other side, most of them are bloody. There's 12 left there, 6 are bloody.
Okay.
But you have Cole, the Bard, Victor, and a Flaming Sphere there. So,
Yeah.
you know. And here you have Shalashar next to you, Inga, and yourself. And then at the wall, you have the Treant that is going to be going directly after you. And then the big gnoll at the top of the round.
Okay. I'll look to Salashar. Do you think we could take him?
We gotta try.
Then I'll just let out a berserker scream and just run in there with my hammer again.
Alright, make your attacks.
Or actually, you know what? I'll spawn my echo. I'll send my echo in.
Got it? So you just like force project this thing out of you?
Yep. Charging. That's an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 15 damage.
15 points of damage, you got it. That will kill one of them.
Okay. And that's a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Remember, you
For
do have
14.
a advantage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'll roll another time. Maybe get a nat 20. No. So 14 damage.
That'll kill another one. We're down to 8 gnolls now on that side. The archers are going to shoot at the big gnoll. They're gonna help Victor still. I lied. Leaf shoots Victor in the back. Victor is still standing. Doesn't look very impressed though.
The hell, Leaf? You were doing so well.
One of the other gnolls does
Leaf is
die
doing his best.
on that side. Then we get to Victor, who's going to do his 2 attacks.
Even though he was told to retreat.
Well, now he's also been healed because what the bird's there,
How's
and he's on a
John
mana
doing?
skill one. So 2 more die on that side. 2 more of the bloodied ones. We're down to 4 bloody and then 6 fine ones for a total of 10 on that side. And it is your turn, Shalashar. There are 8 gnolls in front of you. Actually, roll your damage for your Spirit Guardian. We'll just do it this way. Because if not, then I think a bunch of them go in front of you. Let me check. Yes, actually. They need to make 2 attacks against you quickly, and you can roll your damage still. That is a natural 20.
Blur.
Get fucked. You're blurring that? Okay. It'll still hit. The other one is a 19 and an 18. Fuck your blur. You stopped my nat 20, but you're still getting hit twice. I don't care what you say.
Fine.
Ooh.
That is
Good damage.
23 damage for my Spirit Guardians.
Okay. Well, I'm glad on the way out you're going to take a total of 14 damage, as I rolled really
Wait.
well on damage.
Have you been hit before, James?
Yep.
Because the Cloak of Blow stops working until
No,
you take a
he has
long
the
rest
tiara.
after you get
He
hit.
has a tiara, yeah.
So he has charges.
Whoa.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. So you're going to take 14 damage, but 6 gnolls are going to die, and that'll put us down to 4 left on that side. Not looking very good. Not looking very good at all. You would know that you can do your turn and do stuff, or they'll pretty much die as soon as they go, because Inga's still there. So it's up to you. If you want to pad your kills or what you want to do.
Where is the Ent in relative?
He is right after you is when he goes, and he's gonna be knuckle deep in the line.
Okay,
He's also
then
on fire.
this is my point. I'm going to banish him.
Okay. He gets a spell save, I believe. Is it a touch spell or anything like that?
Nope, 60 feet. Charisma saving throw.
Ooh, that's a 17 on the die, baby. Roll an Arcana check.
21.
21. When you cast the spell, you can feel like the realm this thing is from. It's from the Fey realms. But it doesn't banish, it manages to resist. Specifically, with that, you would know it's from the Winter Fey.
I still have a chrono shift left.
Do it.
I'm gonna try to chrono shift this.
To make it
I
reroll.
really don't want this boy in our
Reroll
line.
Ha! 16 on the die. So he's fine still.
Worth a shot.
But that's a time spell.
It was a
That's
good
a
shot.
time ability.
Because long story short, you know, like if this spell went off, you could permanently have just removed it.
That's one of my time abilities, though.
Yes,
Does
so
that count towards making will checks?
I'll just make one, but we'll adjust the DC.
That's 10.
You'll be able to
Plus-
hold it together with that.
What?
Because it's an ability, you'll be able to hold it together with a 10.
Okay.
You're fine. Shalashai, still your turn. You cast your banishment. Still have your bonus action on your movement.
I'm going to again punch the wizard in the head with the sword. 18?
That will hit.
8, 12 force damage.
Now kill the wizard.
Yes.
How would you like to kill the wizard?
I imagine the sword has been just kind of like dancing around him. And as he kind of like tries to swipe it away, the sword comes up and it just plunges straight through his back.
You got it. As this happens, you can see the storm above starts to break apart, and you can actually see it's like starting to get funneled back into the banner on its back. And suddenly there's just a couple, like, it's still cloudy, but there's now a couple of, like, the thunder starts to die, and there's a couple of, like, rays of light starting to open up across the battlefield.
God rays?
Yes. Specifically, because there's, like, you guys are forming an eye of the storm, directly on top of this guy's body, there's, like, a pillar of light.
Cool.
Oh, that's gonna kill my FPS.
Damn you, ray tracing! Is that your turn, Shalashar? How does it make you feel to know that in initiative I write you a Shalashart?
That's fair.
Just because you're
I
a soul.
suppose.
I write you a Sally in
Fuck
my
you.
notes.
Using my free action, I'll call. How are we doing?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
We get to Inga's turn, and the gnolls, the other 4 gnolls are going to die to her spell. Borg and Yvonne are like, please God help! They're like, you know, flame protect us. And they're going to slash against this thing, and Inga's going to run over there as well to try to help against the big boy.
Who's asking for help?
The people in the shield wall, Borg and Yvonne.
Where's the crossbow man who I was flirting with?
They're in the back. They're doing fine still. That's Joan and Leaf. And they're helping Victor. Borg, Yvonne, and Inga are going to get over there. They make their attacks. And you can see they're having a lot of trouble puncturing this thing's hide all of a sudden. You're starting to just see, like, swords and axes, like, glancing off. But Spirit Guardians arrives, so maybe that'll help. And we'll get to your turn, Cole. Sim, you're up next after the big guy goes. Actually, before you go, the tree ant gets up there. And we want to see what the tree ant has to do.
Reggie.
Jesus Christ. As it gets up there, you can see it like grabs the inside of its chest and rips itself open, and you see Locust fly out of this and over top of the shield wall. You can see Borg and Yvonne immediately go down. However, Stein, Axel, and Olaf are still standing, and then Inga is also getting stung by a bunch of bees. Now we get to your turn, Cole.
Death by bee. Okay.
Can I attempt a silvery bulbs?
You've already
Does
done your
Locust attack?
reaction so many times. You have 1. Go to bed.
Can I have more reactions?
Get
Can
away.
I buy more?
It's your turn, Cole. Then
I
we get
keep
to the top of the
forgetting
round,
I
and you can be a shit.
have and have not used it, okay?
That's because you have so many. Silvery bulbs, chronal shifts, counter spells, the ability to say fuck you. Cole, your turn.
God, you're kind of a cuck. Have this.
How many gnolls are left on my side?
I believe we're down to 8 now. It's 10 or 8. It's 10. 4 of which are bloody.
I think we might need to fall back soon. Like, real soon.
The other side is clear, though.
I'll do that this turn. Alright, let's see if I can take one down. Ooh, 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
For a whole 6.
Oddly enough, that'll kill one of them.
Oh, wow. Alright, that's good, that's good. And... Ew. 14.
14 will miss.
Okay.
You can like hit one of them in the shoulder, but he has some chain mail, and your spear kind of gets tangled in that. You are using a spear, right?
My axe.
Your axe. Same thing. Instead, it's like this dull chunk sound as it like rolls off some of the rings.
Then I'm going to move a bit closer to the shield wall.
All right, you're going to take a couple of attacks of opportunity here.
I'll take it.
All right. I just got 2 natural 20s in a row. Get fucked.
Um,
And a miss.
I'm wearing the cloak of displacement, by the way.
Oh, well, in that case, one of them would be a natural 20, even with the disadvantage. The other one, you'll stop 2 attacks, but you're still going to eat the natural 20, and then it won't affect you as much anymore. That's pretty good.
I can take.
13 points of damage.
Alright, I can do that.
But you're no longer hard to hit. You advantage disappointing plate wearing abusers.
Until next turn.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright. How close do you want to get to the shield wall?
So that
You can join it if you want, but there's a swarm of insects, and it's if you begin your turn in it, you're gonna take some damage.
if I get to the edge of the insects, would the furthest away from me in the shield wall be within 30 feet?
Yes.
Then I'll just plot myself right there and...
It's just at the end of the bugs, like, heh. Alright.
Yep.
Gnoll leader. He's going to try a bite attack. Shalasha, did you move or did you stay? Where did you end up?
No. I thought so.
So you're still up there on the wings?
Yep.
Alright. In that case, Olaf gets to eat your punishment. Alright. You watch as Olaf gets, like, put in this thing's mouth and flung the same way it did to you, but when he lands, he does not get up. As he just gets, like, thrashed out of the shield wall, and you see all of the shield wall just fade back, instead of, like, the glowing blue that it was.
How hurt does he look when he gets grabbed?
Well, we get to Sissel's turn, who is going
Because
to...
I can still have it.
It's up to you if you want to.
You're not. You gotta tell me some damage so I know what it looks like.
I don't need to tell you that, actually. Roll a medicine check.
I would say do it because he's like the biggest and the brawniest of hirelings.
Well,
like,
technically, Braun is, and Borg is also bigger. Olaf is
Yeah,
just
but,
the
like-
leader with the shield.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the damage, and I'm gonna redirect it to the big gnoll.
Okay. Is that your last use of this ability?
Yeah.
Okay. He will fail, and he will take half of that damage. Half, he's going to take 15 points. So you stop 30 damage. Or you half 30.
That is a lot of damage.
Now we get to the Bard's turn, who's going to
Does the boy who get bit still
play a little ditty, and they're going to direct it to Axel. And then Olaf is going to get to his feet, and he's going to run at the back of the treant and plant his axe into it. Treant doesn't seem too happy, but it's doing fine.
No one ever
Nassim,
listens
it's
to
your
Pogo.
turn, followed by Kiss.
Is the treant still in fire?
Yes, and surrounded by insects. Some of which, by the way, are like catching on fire. So there's just like these, like these insects that are just going up in flames.
Okay.
For the record, just so you guys know, Borg and Yvonne have not got up.
Well, that's worrisome. I'm going to agonize over what I should be doing. Fuck. I'm going to swing my flaming sphere around again, trying to catch some more gnolls with it.
Okay, roll your damage.
I'm actually aiming to move it towards the big guy now.
Okay, so you want to get it over there?
Yeah. That is 3 6s.
Nice. Of the remaining gnolls, after your fire goes through, there's only 5 standing, all of which are bloody.
And with my action, I'm going to try to pull at the ley lines and just hold this treant stationary, and it has to make a Constitution saving throw against my momentary stasis.
Momentary stasis. How does a 14 do?
That fails.
Okay, so it's stunned, or what happens?
This creature is encased in a field of magical energy until the end of my next turn, or until it takes any damage. Well, in case this way, it is incapacitated.
Nice, okay.
So I pull at it, and I hold it. And as I do so, I start to get lost. Because I rolled a 4.
You were also stunned.
So both of us are incapacitated.
You both freeze suddenly, just lock eyes, as you just
I'm
stay
tired. I'm gonna take a nap.
There's like this weird flaming, sparking energy, like just flowing off this thing,
And
tracing
around you
along
as
ley
well.
lines. And anybody with the ability to use magic can see like that same sort of energy, like just around my eyes.
Just kind of lures you into it.
I love it. Alright, Grouse Crix will make a check and see if he's smart enough to know what you did. He passes the intelligence check, and he's going to go against the big gnoll instead. It would have been hilarious if he just immediately hit this thing. Alright.
Please do not hit the end.
You see he bites this thing, and it's almost like he's trying to bite rubber, and he's just unable to even get his own claws into this freaking big gnoll. Then we get to Stein and Axel. They're going to take a disengage, and you see they're actually moving in front of Yvonne and Borg, and with their feet they're pushing them back. So, they're actively moving their team members away from this thing. Kisk, it is your turn. And then after that, Shalasha, you're up next.
Our side is cleared, correct?
Yep, your side is clear. And then it's just the last 5 gnolls over with Victor in the last. If you were to make an educated guess, you would say they can probably kill 3 to 4 if they all hit. And then besides that, it's just Big Gnoll and Treant. Treant looking a little dusty and stunned. Big Gnoll, since he's gotten big, he's maybe got hit twice. He's doing pretty fine.
Did he heal completely when he?
Yes, and he got a lot more than that. You saw he doubled in size and basically absorbed the blood of 30 gnolls. He's big boy. But it's your turn, Kiss, followed by you, Shalasha, right after the archers and Victor go.
Yep.
And I'm gonna actually pre-roll them. And then all.
Yes,
If I
pre-rolls. I am
use-
also familiar.
If I use my movement, can I get all the way over to the other side?
Yeah, you could move it. That would be from where you are. That's going to be about 40 feet.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll spawn my Echo 30 feet away, swap places with it, and then use the remaining 15 feet to get in.
Okay. And then attack action.
Yep.
Nice.
Let's kill the rest of these bloody gnolls and focus down on the big boy. 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
13 damage.
That'll kill one of them.
And
Does the rest
30,
are bloody?
20.
Yeah, because of the flaming sphere that keeps passing over them. And dirty 20.
Yep.
Alright, roll your damage.
For 15.
15. So you throw this thing out and you come out charging, and like just one swing followed by a backswing, you take out 2 more of these gnolls. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Alright. At the same time, Leaf is going to shoot. He's going to miss. This time he doesn't hit Victor. Jean is going to hit one and kill it. And Victor will kill the other 2 gnolls as he just kind of like looks at you and he gives you a nod. And he's like, good work.
I'll give him a nod back.
And that will clear that side. Shalashar, you're up. Cole, you're up next after we make some death saving throws and see what the cleric does.
Bonus action,
Cleric.
mass healing word. I can target up to 6 creatures, and they all regain a d4 plus my spellcasting mod.
Okay, who do you want to heal?
Everyone that's down. Basically, everyone that looks like they need a little picker-upper.
Bogan and Yvonne haven't got up. Stein is looking really bad. Olaf is looking bloody. Kisk, how are you looking?
I'm looking alright. Not alright, but not blooded yet. I'll take the healing though if it's on the table.
Basically, everyone in the wall plus everyone in the wall plus Kisk.
Got it.
Yeah.
So that is 8. Heal everyone for 8.
I will take
Got it. That'll be enough to get them up.
And then with my action, I'm going to use my last 4th level, and I'm going to try and again banish the fucking treant.
Okay.
That doesn't count as taking damage, does it?
Nope.
Nope.
It's incapacitated, right?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it just fails. If not, it got a 6 anyway. So you watch as suddenly this thing just coils in on itself and just leaves. And like this like little black sphere that just like stays there for a second. You can see this black sphere slowly fading as the banishment becomes permanent.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my movement. So there's no gnolls by us, and it's pretty much just
The
us as the big
last
one.
thing on the field is the big boy.
And how far is he? He's pretty close, right?
He is in the shield wall. Because he threw Olaf out and he stepped inside.
Okay, then I'm going to come up. I'll come up behind him.
Okay,
Try and get a flanking bonus on it.
you got it. You can roll your attack whenever you're ready, I assume. Oh wait, you use your action to banish.
Banished, use bonus action. Yeah.
Alright, in that
Yeah,
case,
yeah.
because this thing has reach, it is eye level with the wizard who is not moving and is incapacitated. And no one did anything to get in between them and the wizard. That is,
Sanctuary.
we'll find out. He needs to make a wisdom save to see if he can hit you, right?
Yeah, otherwise it loses it.
That is you stopped a natural 20. Because it made it on the wisdom save. Otherwise that would have been on the wizard. So you did technically stop a natural 20 against the wizard. But what it is going to do is it is going to make its bite attack. You're incapacitated, my friend, so this is going to hit. I need you to make a con save.
That's a 2.
I love that. That's so good. Alright. The good news, he doesn't roll that well on damage. So all you're going to do is you're going to take 8 points of piercing damage. followed by 7 points of bludgeoning damage as he slams you into the ground and puts his heel on you. You know, same bite attack, but instead he like just drags you off of the tower.
So how much damage is that?
I believe I said 7 and 6, right?
Yeah.
I forgot to roll my damage when I come up behind him. 18. 18 radiant when I come up.
Fantastic. And then, because of his new form, he's going to do a fun little attack, which is basically read as Tails Swipe, where he's just going to like spin in a circle with his flail. And he's going to attack 3 creatures around him. One is against you, Shalashar, because you are marked, and so he gets a little bonus and stuff for attacking the marked one. Another will be against Axel and Stein because they are in front. But their shields are no longer glowing, so that sucks for them. I need you to make a wisdom save there, Shalashar.
Okay. It does not pass.
Alright, cool. You're going to take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And suddenly, you're so angry and everybody is your enemy. Like, you are just consumed by the need to just kill.
When do I get the saving throw?
That will be at, I believe, the end of your next turn?
As
Yep, it will
Crown?
be the end of your turn. So we
Okay.
get one turn where you, like, blast everyone. Inga is going to use a spell to heal the 2 that are getting up. Inga and then... oh, wait, it was your turn, Shalashar. What happened is I skipped a bunch of people. Or did you... No, Code, did you go?
No, I'm still waiting.
No, I skipped. That is my bad.
You better.
Them. So they're going to attack. Inga's just going to heal. People are going to get up. The Ent is gone. Cole, you get to go. That's the only thing that changes here. Some people get healed, and then Bog and Yvonne manage to do a little bit of damage.
Is there anyone like within or threatening the big doggy?
Shalashar is behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And then besides that, you have Olaf, who is on top of him, and Grasspricks that are on top of him as well.
Okay. Okay, fuck it. I don't know what just happened. I'm gonna run
Oh,
up
and the insect swarm is gone as
flanking
well.
his-
So that's good.
I kind of guessed, yeah. I'm gonna move up into a flanking position and chop them.
Alright.
Come on. 19.
19 will hit. 19 doesn't hit.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at his old stats. He got buffed.
Okay. Ugh, 15.
15.
Oh,
You're having
me.
the same trouble as everyone else is having. Is suddenly his hide is just extremely thick. Alright. Then everything still happened. Shalashar, you're still mad and you hate everyone. Sisso is going to pull out a hand crossbow and try to be useful. She fucking misses. She rolls a 1 and you see she like pulls it out and like basically breaks the string. Olaf doesn't manage to hit it. Nassim, we get to your turn. You are stunned. Because it's the start of your turn. So like in like vague flashes, like you're watching like a 10 FPS video game, you're like just laggy, so like you're in the air and then like you're just looking up at this thing. But like suddenly, you know, like sound is starting to come back and you're like returning to your senses and you're like, oh Jesus Christ. You know, it dawns as to what's going on.
This is just a lot to process. First, getting lost in space and time, and then my head hits a rock as I'm slammed into the ground.
Kisk, you're up next. You see that Stein and Axel, now that they're no longer protecting people, run up, and they both managed to hit this thing. For a little bit. It's starting to, you know, you can see blood. You know, we're starting to break into the it's taken more than 20 damage. But it's your turn, and then Shalashar, you're up next after the Archer and Goliath. What would you like to do, Kisk?
Well, I see Nassim pinned under this thing too, right?
Yep.
I will send my echo out.
Oh, I've lost my flaming spear too.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
First level
I
spell.
would have lost concentration when
Yeah.
I got lost in the sauce.
I'll send my echo out and swing at it twice.
Okay,
Let's see if I can actually hit this thing. Hey, a natural 20, that'll do it.
that'll do it.
Okay, I will.
We love to see it.
That'll be 24 damage.
You like cave in this thing's kneecap. Enough like
Um,
you see the limb kind of shakes. You were expecting to topple this thing, but instead it's just like this loud crack.
Is the big boy the only one left?
Oh, yep.
Yep. And a 25 to hit
That will hit.
for 17 points of damage.
Nice. Like slam it into the knee again.
And I'll turn around and beckon to it and just be like, come on, doggy, get a bite of Kisk. Come get a taste.
I like it. Roll a persuasion check.
Alright, bet.
For fun.
Yeah. Performance, persuasion. Ooh, I have a +4 persuasion. Ah, I didn't roll that high. 14.
14? We'll see. Alright. We'll find out. The outros are going to try shooting at this thing. That's a 20 on the die. Fucking Leaf misses again.
Garbage.
Victor's going to charge up to try to help. He got a 20 as well. I've rolled 2 crits against my own creature. This feels bad. Why did I let you hire these people? Alright, they almost do Kisk's level of damage, but not quite. Shalashal, you need to kill everyone. Including, I need you to roll the damage of your Spirit Guardians against everyone.
No, I don't. Because when I start the spell, I designate everyone who does not take damage from it for the duration.
Yeah, it's for the duration.
Yep.
You designate at the start.
And Crown of Madness, it specifies it needs a melee attack. And
Oh, this
the only
wasn't
one.
Crown of Madness. This was something else.
Okay, well,
You'd have to recast Spirit Guardians to have them attack us, though.
Yeah, no, fair enough. You guys got lucky. You guys got lucky.
We got so lucky.
But please, you need to savage someone that is, you know.
the closest one to me is probably the Gnoll.
The Knoll or Coal or Grass Cricks.
Well, the one directly in front of me was the Gnoll.
I don't know if that's what you want to do. I'll remember this. I will play by the same rules of Lure Royals that you want to lure. I will do the same lawyer ruling to you that you do to me. So remember, if you're going to use these spells and you want to do semantics, I'm not no problem. You do what you want.
You made me go bonkers and attack,
Alright,
and I put myself against his butthole.
I'm just saying, you know, it's up to you. I cannot make you do what you don't want to do. I can only match your energy.
21 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. Bonus action, invert. I'm going to heal 4, and then attack again. Plus 5, 22 to hit?
That will barely hit.
Jesus Christ. 12 damage.
12 points of damage. Alright, and make a wisdom save.
19.
19. That's enough. The fog passes.
Beautiful.
Is that your total?
Bonus action. Yep. That's it.
Fantastic. I still roll your spirit damage die because this thing is in it.
Yep.
And also concentration. Oh wait, you don't need concentration for that. Yep. No, Spirit Guardians is concentration. Yeah, you gotta make a concentration to see if it's up from when he hit you.
I
Just
already did, but yeah.
basically don't fudge it.
Nope. Got an 18 and 20.
You got it. Hey.
And then that's 19 damage.
19. Alright, Yvonne and the other one will proceed to do pretty much nothing against this thing. We get to Core's turn. Inga's
Choppy.
shadow dwarf is just doing a little bit of damage, but
First one's a 19 to hit. Oh, Jesus Christ. And an 11 to hit.
you also try to pierce the hide, and it is just not happening. Alright, we get to this thing's turn. First thing it's going to do is bonus action to step down as hard as it can. I need you, well, just say make a con save just to see, you know, or a strength save to try to brace against this.
I'm gonna go with Constitution because I have that. Oh, 17.
17.
+4.
Alright. You know, long story short, like, you're getting crushed. This is just how well do you take the crushing instead of me just being like, well, you're a wizard with low AC who's prone. Right? So we're just gonna, you know, give you a little something here.
Yeah, just a little.
So that would be 22 points of damage. Instead, we'll just say, like, you get to take, like, you know, 6 less than that for just, what is that? 14 points instead? So then we're not just popping your ribs in one turn.
Oh, they are still popping.
Yeah, so you guys just see this thing, like, starts to lean forward, and you just hear this thing, like, just the sound
I
of...
just, like, pop out, and, like, blood and, like, a puff of, like, ashes comes out.
Alright. This thing is going to go into a frenzy. So, this is a fun little ability. Everyone will have advantage to hit him, but he is going to hit everyone in melee, is what's going to happen.
He's going to hit everyone in range?
Yes, but everyone is going to have advantage to hit him next turn.
Do I get hit?
We'll find out. You're in melee, aren't you?
Channel divinity. I'm gonna half
Okay,
everyone's damage.
Half everyone. That's smart.
I'm also going to use silvery bulbs.
Okay. Then I will call out the things. So that is a natural 20 against Olaf, if you'd like to silvery barbs that, or if you want him to eat him, and we can keep going.
Is there any other natural 20s?
We don't know yet.
Shalashar does a 23 hit.
Yes.
Kisk does a 22 hit.
Yes.
Cole, natural 20 on Cole.
I was 30 feet away. Does
My
this,
blur
I
is
assume
up.
he moves?
Oh, yes, it's
30
your
feet?
shadow. Your
Yeah,
shadow's
oh,
just
for my
getting
shadow?
fucked.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Shadow's
well,
just getting fucked.
I'm gonna silvery bulbs the one against Olaf because like he already went down.
Okay.
And my blur is back up.
Olaf is going to still get hit with an 18.
But it's not.
Nassim, you're prone. You're going to get hit as well here.
Yeah, I kind of accepted that.
I just gotta check something really quickly.
I don't lose my brain this time. That's 18 on the dice. The pain helps me keep my wits about me.
Where the hell is the thing? Da. Well, that fucking sucks, doesn't it? Okay. Alright. So, he's doing the pain flail.
Interesting.
So, damage-wise, the way this is going to go. I need... There isn't a save, because it's just fucking damage. Alright, so that's going to be 10 points of piercing damage to everyone, and 22 points of psychic damage.
I'm actually going to change my mind. I'm going to use my last charge of blur to weasel my way out of this.
How much damage is that?
10 bludgeoning, 22 psychic.
So 32.
He got a natural 20 against your blow, so you still get hit. Yeah, 22 psychic, 10 bludgeoning. But everyone has advantage to hit him if you're still standing. Olaf, since you managed to say, no, he still got hit. So Olaf goes down. He like grabs his head and he's shrieking. Yvonne and Stein also, sorry, Yvonne and Borg also go down. Stein also goes down. So the only one still standing right now is Axel. Out of the people you hired.
I go down.
You also go down. Fantastic. Sissel is going to cure wounds on Olaf, and they're going to healing word Stein, so both of them get up, but they're prone. Then we get to Olaf's turn. He's up, so he's going to throw a healing potion down his own mouth. And then we get to Nassim's turn. Kisk, you're up next after Stein and Alex and Grasscrix go. Grasscrix is also looking not very lovely.
Okay. I'm keeping my shit to myself.
Alright. So you did your death save, then we get to Grasscrix. He sees you underneath the foot. He is going to throw a healing touch, a cure wounds on you. You're going to heal for 10 points.
So I'm up to 10?
Yep, and that's going to be his turn. Then we get to Stein and Axel. One of them will make a death save. The other one's going to make his attacks with advantage. He fucking sucks. He whiffs it. He like drop. He like not only does he slam into this thing, he like loses his axe. It flies from his hand, so he like pulls out his belt knife instead, because he got a 1. Kisk, we get to your turn. Shalashar, you're up next.
I will.
Oh fuck! I didn't roll to see if fucking Victor's also up, but fucking barely. He's like bleeding from his nose.
I will spawn in another echo as my bonus action. Send it in 30 feet. And take some swings of those kneecaps.
Fantastic. You can just do this infinitely too.
Yep. 24 to hit.
That will hit. And I'm gonna roll with advantage.
Oh yeah, that's right. 17 points of damage. Ooh, good, because I just rolled a 3. And a 21 to hit.
That will miss.
Oh no.
Alright, so you hit him once for 17 points. Alright, archers are going to shoot. And Victor is also going to. Victor's going to do the smart thing, and he is going to grab the other one that is down, which is Axel, I believe, and he's going to disengage with him just to get him out of there while the archers shoot. They both hit, actually. Not full on, but they do hit. Shalashar, it's your turn as you see, like, Victor grabs this guy, starts dragging him out, and you see 2 crossbow bolts, like, slam into this thing's shoulder. And it is just cackling and yelling in Abyssal that you're all going to basically be eaten alive for all of eternity.
Oh, that sounds happy.
Cool, you're up next, so be ready.
How many people can I see are down?
Right now, Nassim is up. The only one down right now, I believe, is Axel. Everyone else got upped.
Well, technically, I'm still down because I'm underneath his
Yeah,
foot.
so Nassim's under his foot, and you see the last one that's down is getting dragged out. But you can see also, like, the clerics that you guys hired, you know, the bard as well. They're getting low on spell slots. Everyone's looking really haggard, and you know, if Olaf goes down one more time, he's dead.
God damn it. Okay, how far is Olaf from me?
He is in the middle of this still.
So pretty glad I shouldn't have to really go anywhere.
You
to
see, like
get-
right now, he has his arm around. Sorry, he's chugged a health potion for himself. So he's like, he has his shield and he has like a glass bottle and an axe in one hand, but he hasn't left. He's still in there.
The advantage to hit, is it just this? Like, is it just this round?
Until the start of the Gnoll's turn.
Damn it. Is it gonna really do anything? I use my bonus action to invert the damage I'm about to do, and I'm gonna heal Axel. Was it the one who's gonna go down permanently?
Olaf.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal him for 3d10.
Okay.
Inflict healing?
Inflict healing. 18, 20, 24? 24.
24 points. Alright. Suddenly he's looking a lot fresher. You still see like this haunted look of like having seen death. But his wounds are closed. Is that your turn, Shalashar? You can also roll your spirit, Guardians.
Yeah, that was another 19 damage.
19?
Your guardians follow you.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's in the middle.
It's centered on me.
Everyone's cuddling. This is literally like just a death motor ball in the middle of the field. That's what we've devolved down to. Is that your turn, Shalashar?
Yes.
Alright. Inga is going to run up and she's going to heal Stein and she's going to go like, this is my last one. Make it count. Yvonne and
Hold on a
Borg
bit.
are going to try to stomp onto this thing and then Corey, you are up. God, these guys suck at hitting this thing. Ooh! Yvonne is going to manage to hit this thing. She's going to do a little bit of damage. Not much at all, but it counts. We're going to nickel and dime this thing down. Cool, your turn. And then the Gnoll goes.
So we hit it for a lot of damage and then it just juked.
I have missed 3 turns in a row.
Well, you get to go this turn unless he kills you underneath his foot this turn. Cole, you there?
Yeah. Attacking twice. 20 to hit on the first one.
Misses. We need 22 to hit.
17 plus 5. 22.
That will hit.
Barely. Jesus. Let's pump a second level smite into this.
Let's not say we did. What do you say? Eh? Eh?
Don't worry, it's not much. Total of 15.
15. Okay. Not bad, not bad. What kind of damage is it? Radiant?
5 slashing, and the rest is radiant.
Cool. Alright, thank you. Good to know. Generally curious. Alright. In Abyssal, he's going to say, I grow tired of you. And he is going to use his extremely long reach as well as, so he's going to use a disengage with one of his actions. And then he's going to throw his flails towards you, Kisk. Does a 23 hit? Kisk? Kisk is saying go fuck yourself. Oh, he has to go. Alright. We will get back to that thing. In that turn, we'll just say it lands because he was going to do a paralysis strike against Kisk. So, it doesn't really matter. If he comes back, we'll let him do the roll there. But that's going to be his turn, is to stop Kisk from being annoying. Then we get to Sissel and Olaf. They're going to do their things. Nassim, you're up next, so be ready. Sissel is going to inspire you. You just hear them kind of like playing their drum. They're like, get up, I believe in you. Oh, you back Kisk or no?
Yep.
Cool. Can you make a wisdom save?
Sure.
Oh, sorry, it might be Constitution. Let me double check. Yeah, Constitution save.
Oh, perfect. 23.
Oh, I fucking hate you.
Have good con. I'm a fighter.
Well, nonetheless, it hit. So you're going to take 13 points of damage, and you feel like paralysis starts to take over, but you manage to shake it off.
Okay.
I'm going to silvery barbs that.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I'm gonna give myself advantage.
Does a 19 hit you, Kisk?
It does not.
Okay. Fantastic. I love it.
Thank you for that.
Alright, Olaf is then going to try to slam into this thing. Now that he's looking a little fresh. He's going to manage to hit it, bleeding a little bit. Nassim's turn, then Grass Cricks, and then Kisk, you're up right after standing Axel.
My turn?
Got
Yep.
Okay. I have advantage. I also have the
He's
bonus...
gotten off of you, by the way.
Yeah. And I also have the D8.
Yeah.
I am going to... I lost my mage hand when I went unconscious. And I lift my stump of an arm. And as I do, I mutter something in Primordial. And instead of lifting a flaming hand, there's this whoosh of fire down the length of my arm. And there's like this flaming blade as I cast Flame Blade, my racial ability.
Nice, nice.
And he only disengaged.
Yep.
So I just need to move a step forward. And as I do, I attempt to stab him. That's a nat 20 plus 8.
That'll
Yeah.
hit. Yep.
That is, I did not actually think, oh man.
Fuck
That's
it up.
66.
6?
Cause it's a crit.
Yep. You...
Okay. Okay. 25.
25 points of damage. Alright.
25 points of fire damage.
I like that. As you, like, get up, cast your spell, and you manage to, like, put this thing to, like, the back of its cap, and it kind of, like, stumbles forward, and, you know, it's weird being stabbed by a fire blade, you know, because you would expect it to burn, but there's enough mass to, like, pout the skin, but it, like, singes and cauterizes on the way out, that it's just a very clean wound.
Yep. Is he hamstringed at all?
I guess we'll find out.
Is he mad at me?
I guess we'll find out.
He very well might be mad.
Graz Crix is going to try biting this
I'm
thing.
also going to take... I'm also going to take, Fuck, I can't disengage.
No, use your action to attack.
Nope. And I moved forward to hit him.
Yep. Try praying, maybe?
Yeah, that's it. I just start loudly chanting in Primordial a prayer to the flame. And I have my one right arm is just a flaming blade, casting 20 feet of light, 10 feet of bright, and then 10 feet of dim.
Is that your turn, Sim?
Yeah, everything is on fire around me.
Alright,
I have like so many things on fire today.
Grazkirk's turn. He is going to try biting this thing. It works to varying degrees. One attack hits, one attack doesn't. Stein and Axel, similar things. Axel seems like he's actually doing some work now that he's gotten his ass kicked. And we get to your turn, Kisk. Everyone's just hacking at this thing, and it is like... it's just not going very well. This thing is yet to be bloodied. Maybe half of the attacks against it have managed to land. But you are chunking through it, and it is alone.
Well, my Echo's gonna chuck through it a little bit more, hopefully. That's a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, damage. 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage.
And another 22 to hit.
He is now bloodied.
Fantastic. Now we're getting somewhere.
Alright.
15 points of damage.
Jesus. Alright. These guys are gonna go very quickly. Shalisha, you're up next, so be ready. Followed by you, Cole. Varying degrees, you see like both of the bolts land, but Victor, it seems like he's only manages to land one. He's starting to, you know, get a decent beat going with the axe. It looks like he's just trying to like chop a tree at this point. Shalisha, your turn.
Who looks the lowest around us?
Yvonne, Bolg, probably Nassim. Oh, actually, yeah, probably Nassim, and then same with Stein and Axel.
So they're all fucked. Okay. In that case, I'm going to cast. I'm gonna do mass healing again. So target 6 of them. 3. So I heal 6 of them for 7.
Do you just want to heal the 5 plus Victor? Or do you want to heal like Cole or Kisk or Nassim?
Kerr and Kisk, I think, can probably take it, right?
Yeah.
You guys are doing alright?
Not really.
Okay. What are you looking like, Nassim?
I'm looking at 10 hit points. And I'm standing next to his foot.
Okay. The furthest one of the mercenaries, the furthest one from the boy, I'll not heal him.
Well, just say you'll skip the healthiest looking, which is Yvonne.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2. Yeah, four of the mercenaries. Nassim and Curl heal them for 7.
Alright. Is that your turn, Shalisha?
No, that's bonus action. My action, I am going to... Actually, Spear, Guardian, I'm thinking of it. Fuck this healthy boy. And this damage is 2. 8 damage.
Gross.
Can I roll Arcane on the Gnoll?
What are you trying to discern?
I want to discern if Necrotic will have an adverse effect or if it will heal him.
That would be more of a
That's
nature
actually a
or
good
religion check than a arcane, I'm afraid.
A nature or religion?
Yep.
Let's do religion. Okay. 17 plus 1 is 18.
It's probably fine. They rot. They're living.
Okay. Oh, Papa. That's a nat 20 for plus 4, so that's a 24 for inflict wounds.
Fantastic. He's gonna use his only legendary resistance to half his damage.
God damn.
But that is
Can I
his...
still my Bob's legendary resistance?
No, you cannot.
Can I blur it? Oh, fuck. You. Connor?
Come on, hurry it up. What you got?
It was gonna be 50.
So only 25?
Only 25.
Good, I'm glad. Is that your turn?
I'm going to use my movement to position myself in front of him.
Okay.
Hit me, not my squishies.
Got it. You don't need to disengage for that. Cole, you're up next. Bolg, Yvonne, and Inga. This thing is suddenly looking a lot worse than it was. Because she got really good on her damage. He failed his save there. Bolg and Yvonne also both managed to hit. So it's your turn, Cole. Suddenly this thing went from, I'm looking fine to, I'm looking mad.
Okay. Get into a flanking with. Get into a flanking position with
Shelly?
whoever.
Alright.
Silly stream.
Pretty much everyone's flanking. Like, you guys have this thing, like, hemmed in. You're just hoping he doesn't do his AoE again. Long story short.
First one is a miss. Second one, however, is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Pumping in a second level smite. Why not? 6 slashing. Ooh, nice. 20 radiant.
How would you like to do this?
Yes.
Oh! Oh, fuck.
Alright. Fucking little boy come to save the day.
Holy shit. As he's swinging his flail around, I'm gonna wait until just the right moment, hop into the air, and intercept the chains with my axe, and the flail just whips around the axe and smacks him in the head.
I like that.
Death by Snoo Snoo.
Alright. So you manage to time this just perfectly. You jump up, catch it with the edge of the axe, and you bring it down into its own head. This thing kind of like stumbles for a second, and then falls face first into the mud. Everyone managing to just barely get out of the way. But that is where we're going to have to end today's session, as we are running a little late as it is. But thank you guys for playing. I hope you had fun.
Longest combat of my life.
And I will see
Yeah.
you guys next week. Until then, hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.
Oh man.